Okay, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I have a question.
Hmm.
So why is it allowed for white women to wear braids, but not for black women to wear blonde wigs?
Because they're doing a hairstyle with the hair that comes out of their scalp. You guys are putting on a foreign substance on top of your head to look like them.
Okay, wait, but isn't braids uh, black culture?
Yes, not all braids though, because there's Dutch braids, French braids. These braids come from other people's culture. You guys wear them,
No,
but
but
then you guys said they can't wear braids.
you said they can wear black type hair. That's what you said.
Yes, they can.
Okay, so why can't black women not wear white people hair?
No, you're misconstruing the argument, ma'am. Listen very closely. I said they can do a black hairstyle because they're still using their hair. You guys are not using your own hair. It would be something if you guys were using your hair to do Dutch braids. There's nothing wrong with that. But you
Okay,
guys are
but
literally wearing white women's hair.
wait, you do know that straight hair or natural hair is not like only for white women, right? Like there are Asians, there are Latinas, there are a lot of other races who have like natural straight hair.
Ma'am, that's pretty obvious. But listen, okay? Listen very closely. Who colonized black people? Was it Asian people? Was it Indian people? Or was it white people? Honestly, ma'am, answer the question.
Who colonized what? Sorry.
Black people.
Yeah, white people.
Exactly. So they are the people who we look up to. Who's on your magazines? Who's on your TV screens with straight hair? It's not a whole bunch of Asians and Indians. It's white people. So you guys want to be like them. That's why it's called European beauty standards.
Yeah, okay, I understand, but it's their choice if they want to wear wigs. Like, why do you have a problem with that?
Man, because
You're
number one,
wearing a wig yourself, like.
no, no, no. Let's not deflect. These are my people. We're the same people, okay? Your women are hurting their hair by wearing these wigs. Don't you see all these black women with no edges anymore? Do you not see the black women with no edges, ma'am? Are you
Black
going to answer
women
that
with not
question?
edges? What does
Ma'am,
that?
black women are literally ripping out their edges to try to look like a white woman. This is how bad the pandemic is
I
getting.
I
When you
never
guys take
said
off,
that.
no, ma'am. Chat, have you guys ever seen these black women with no edges anymore?
Oh,
Because look, when they take these wigs off, these edges that come from the wig, it's not there. They're bald right there. And now they even have traction alopecia because they keep putting in the cornrows just to put on the wig to make it look flat. So
okay,
they're
but
hurting
why?
their hair.
Why are you wearing a wig?
Ma'am, I keep see this is what happens every time you guys come up. You can't stay on topic with the argument of these two, so you have to try to talk about me. This debate is not about me, okay? It's about this and this.
Do you have family members that wear wigs?
No, ma'am. Do you?
No, I don't wear wigs.
Oh, you don't wear wigs.
No,
So why are you defending wigs?
because I think it's unfair what you're saying.
Okay, you said it's not fair.
Yeah,
How is it not fair? Let's get the likes up to 5K likes and I'll let the next person up. How is it not fair?
Because you're saying it's allowed for white women to wear every type of hair, even if it's not her culture. But black women cannot choose to wear wigs. Like
Man,
that's
that's
only
that's totally fair because she's wearing the hair that God gave her.
okay.
She's
Okay,
not
so
she's not wearing the hair that God gave her.
okay, so do you believe like there are enough black women who have naturally straight hair?
Ma'am, that is less than 0.1% of black women that have naturally straight hair. Name me one black woman that has naturally straight hair.
Have you seen Somali people, East African people, for example?
Ma'am, name me
Those are
one black woman.
those are black people, but they have naturally like
Ma'am, but name me one black person.
I don't know them personally.
But still that's the point. Because if it was significant enough for you to point out that it happens, you should be able to name one person. Just like if you were to tell me name one white person with straight hair, Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus. Like there's people you can name. Name me one black person that has an afro. My
Like a
mom.
celebrity, for example.
No, you can name anybody, but you could not name one person who's black that has straight hair. You cannot name that. Do you know
No,
why?
I
Because it
cannot
doesn't
name
happen like that.
I cannot name a name, but I have seen them in real life too.
No, but that's the point. You're saying I have seen them. You're speaking as if it's a unicorn. Oh, yeah, I saw a unicorn one time. I saw a UFO one time. I saw this one time.
Okay,
That means, ma'am, that means it's rare.
I have
Do you
another
understand
question
that?
for you. What do
But
you
but
think?
hold on, but do you understand that it's rare? It doesn't happen all the time.
It's not rare actually.
Ma'am, it's rare because by your statement, you just said I have seen somebody and you couldn't even name them.
Bro, you have internet, right? You have social media.
Ma'am, ma'am, it's rare.
It's not rare.
Okay, so but you would be able to name me 10 people that have straight hair and they're black.
Bro, I don't know their names.
Exactly. Could I name 10 people that are white and have straight hair?
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Exactly. But yes, you can ask me a question, but hold on. See, this is what you guys do. You guys come up here and then you guys try to change the topic to what you want to talk about after you already lose. Ma'am, you're clearly lying. The point is,
I'm
it is,
I'm saying I
hold on.
don't know
Wait.
names.
Wait. The point is, it is very rare for a black woman to have straight hair. Okay. So for you to say black women put on wigs and they put on or they straighten their hair, because if the small minority amount of black women who naturally have straight hair, that's not true. They do it because they see other races with straight hair. Can we agree there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is your question?
Okay, so what do you think about white women that wear wigs?
Repeat the question.
What is your opinion about white women that wear wigs?
It's totally fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Why is that fine? You said that black women that wear wigs, they shouldn't wear it because they don't embrace their natural hair. So why is it fine for white women
Let me tell
to
you
wear
why.
wigs?
Because if they were out here wearing Afro wigs, then it would be an issue. But they wear wigs that look like the hair that comes out of their scalp. That's the problem. If black women were out here wearing Afro wigs and things like that look like black women's hair, it would be less of an issue. But what are they doing today? They're wearing 613 bust down wigs that look just like Becky's hair. Do you understand where I'm
Okay.
coming from?
So you're basically saying if black women wear wigs that are like their original type of hair, it's fine.
I would say it's not as bad as wearing a wig like this because at least she's still trying to embrace black women's natural hair by doing so. But I would prefer all black women just to rock your natural hair, no matter whether it's bald, short, long, whatever. Be natural.
Okay. Okay, well, that was everything I wanted to ask.
All right. You have a great night.
You too.
It's crazy to me how you guys come up here and you guys blatantly lie. Like when she said over and over again that it's not rare for a black woman to have straight, natural straight hair that grows straight like an Indian woman's hair or Asian woman's hair. How are you just going to come up here and lie about that? Because we all know we have not seen that in real life. And if you have, it's like maybe one time. What do you mean double standards?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Um, I want to ask, have you been to any other countries but the state? Like, have you been to Africa?
not Africa. No.
Oh, okay. um, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, okay? But if you went to Africa, I mean, I heard you say that, black women are, balding and they don't have hair now. Now in Africa, a lot of girls will just like cut their hair off entirely because of the simple fact of, it takes a lot of work and it costs money to do your hair. And
Okay,
I
so they're
think in
lazy.
and I think in 2025, the fact that because it sounds I don't it doesn't sound like you're upset over the fact that black women wear weaves. It's almost like you're upset over the fact that it's gotten to the point where they have more to choose from. Because I'm a little confused. It's like back in the day, the weaves and the quality of hair that black women would get would not look nothing like that blonde bust down laying flat. It would, I mean, people were able to just what is your what is it that bothers you with in 2025? And you've never and you've only actually seen black females in the state. You haven't even like been and seen like women in Africa or like this is very
So why do I have to
wrong
see what black women look like in Africa?
because you're talking about black women.
But why do I have to go to Africa to see that?
No, no, I was just asking. I was just asking because to me, it seems like because you've only seen the black women in the state, because that you're only coming from them, but a black woman is a black woman. It doesn't
Okay,
matter where she
but
is in the
your
world.
point doesn't make sense though.
Sweetie, you're not making sense. To be in 2025 when you come from a black woman wearing a blonde weave and being up and talking about hair. I mean, for God's sake, there's wars going on. We got 70,000 men out here on some weird shit, and you're on hair.
So do you understand? Just like you said, now we're in 2025. That
Yeah.
is the reason why black women should not be wearing wigs because we're in 2025. We had many
Okay.
leaders, many people fight for black women to wear their natural hair because they couldn't do it. They couldn't even get a job without wearing
Okay. There we go.
a
Okay.
wig or a weave and
Yeah.
things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have
Mm-hmm.
laws passed today
Mm-hmm.
where they cannot be discriminated against, but now
Mm-hmm.
black women are wearing fake hair more than ever. What sense does
In the
that make?
state though, that's why I asked. That's why I was like, have you only seen women from the state? And that's where it's like, because a black woman is a black woman, regardless of where she is in the world. And if you've only seen women in the state, then I kind of get it, but at the same time, it doesn't make it okay because it costs money. It costs money because a part of me feels like, are you bothered over the fact that women being able to have the money to get their weaves that nice now? Like, or is it really that they're wearing the weaves? I'm
What
curious.
you're saying? What costs money? The
It costs
products
money. It
to
cost
do
it
natural
costs money to
hair,
get
or
to get to get it to get a weave like that nowadays. Like that with those inches with I mean, it costs before back in the day. A weave was pretty much it wasn't the quality that it is today. So I'm wondering Is it, are you bothered over the fact that black women in the state are able to do that for themselves, or is it the fact that it doesn't grow from their head?
It's because they cannot grow the hair from their. It's because
Okay.
they're trying to look
Mm,
like another race. That's the
mm.
issue.
So is it only the blonde or any color?
Any color.
Okay. So okay, but okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, when you when if you, again, not trying to be mean, but in this point in time, it's weird. Even, you don't think it's weird for you to be so caught up in hair?
No, it's not weird actually. And a lot of people in my comment section, they'd be like, "Oh, bro, why do you care? Why do you care? It's not a big deal." But if it's not such a big deal, why do I get DMs every single day? Hateful DMs, like death threats, and I'm only talking about hair. So if it was not
Hmm.
so much a big deal, like if I was just on the internet trolling and I was just making dance videos, I wouldn't be getting hateful DMs,
Okay,
right?
I didn't know anyone took it. I mean, someone got to be, because for you
Yes,
to get death threats over that. But like I
yes.
said, I mean, the only thing that makes sense to me, the only thing that makes sense to me, and this is just me, is the fact that it has gotten to where the black woman has more option. The weaves have gotten better. Like, that's the only that makes sense to me, for a black man to be so caught up in a black woman's hair, is because black women now actually have the access to different, and you feel me, women have make their own money to where they could do that. Like, it costs a lot. So I just think, I think I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you're a black man. You come from black women, and it's like, you've only seen the women in the state. It's like, it's a little unfair, like the girl before was saying, you know, because women do different. But I get what you're saying. But people did fight hard to be able to, like, wear the natural hair and everything. And there's a lot of women that wear a lot of, what's it called? A lot of women, they've locked their hair now. A lot of black women do have dreads now. Do you think that's wrong too? Do you feel like that's fine, or is that
No, anything that they want to do with their natural hairs is fine. I'm just saying the wigs,
okay?
and like you're saying, human hair wigs can most times are thousands of dollars if it's
Mm-hmm.
real human hair.
Mm-hmm.
The human hair that's less than $1,000, like $200-300,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the scraps. That's like the
Mm-hmm.
manufactured stuff that they put chemicals in. So either way, it's bad. But when black women are spending all this money on these wigs and weaves, you're actually spending black men's money, and you're hurting black men as well.
How are they spending black men's money if a female's working and paying for herself? How is she spending?
Because everybody knows, or a lot of people believe, and I hear people say the black man and black women are supposed to be a pair. So if we're supposed to be a pair, why are you spending your money on things that don't help the black family
Okay,
grow?
okay. I mean, okay, all right, but that would be different though. That would be, every relationship is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be different. I mean, I kind of get that, but I'm talking about, if a female now that, single, working, literally paying for that for herself. Why would that be a problem? I understand what you're saying. If, she's in a relationship with another black man, and he prefers that, or whatever, maybe if he even knows how to braid, do her hair for her, help her, that's different. But if she's by herself and making her own money, and that's what she chooses to do, she's not spending the black man's money then. She's spending her own.
I mean, really, she is though, because if you're a woman, if you're a proper woman and you're living to get married one day, which most women want to get married one day, the money that you spend now is still going to affect your future eventually. So it's either you're under your father or you're looking to be married. So if you're spending all this money on wigs and weaves, you have nothing to offer to your man when you come. Like we don't want these
Wow.
broke black women coming to us and then they want us to pay for their hair. Like we don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
that's
do
what
that.
that's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. That's why women are paying for it themselves. Because okay, but let me ask you though. So if a black man meets a black woman, and he gets with her, and then they get into a relationship, and she's making more than him. Let's say she makes more than him, and she chooses to be able to, take care of all the finances, and still do her hair how she wants to do it. How is she still? She can't be still spending the black money
No,
then.
because it's still his money.
How?
Because the man is the leader. He says what goes. Her
Okay.
money is his money.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get into something completely different.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, but yeah, it's 2025, so it's good thing people have options. All
All
right,
right.
bye.
Bye. I don't know. You guys should know the woman's money is the man's money. But nobody still came up so far and explained to me why they want to be white. Because it's clear as day. They want to be white. And it's sad. Because no other race has to deal with this but black men. We're the only ones who our women go and want to be like another race. White men don't have to deal with that. Asian men don't have to deal with that. Like, come on now. What do you mean, Trey, be quiet? Go ahead and request and let me know your standpoint. All right, what is your standpoint?
So I just want to, before I begin, just sorry for my accent. I'm French, so I don't speak English that well. But let's let's start. So first of all, earlier you said that if a woman wear any type of wig, any color, you talk about this like white people can grow pink hair. Like that doesn't make sense. Why you said any color?
No, the other dude said if they wanted to wear any color, is that fine? And I was like, no,
And why is that?
because the point is they're not wearing a pink afro wig. They're not wearing a blue afro wig. That's still clearly a black person's hair, but just colored. They're wearing straight hair that is not predominant to black people. This straight hair is predominant to every other race on the planet
Okay, I get that. But why does it matter though?
because it shows a high level of self-hate when you're constantly straightening your hair damages it, so you're literally
Yeah, and that's
damaging.
the point of wearing wigs though. That's the point of wearing wigs.
Okay, but see,
To
you
not
they
damage your hair by straightening them.
exactly. So you want to straighten your hair so much that you're like, okay, now I don't want to damage my hair, so now I
What?
have to put a wig on. Why not just wear your hair if it gets to that point? Do you understand that? Like, why can't they just wear their own hair?
Because it's difficult. Do you ever like take care of your hair? Like there are
Yes, sir,
times
it's
a
not
woman don't have
difficult.
the time to do her hair all the time, all the days.
It's not difficult to do. Black hair is not difficult to do. Black women are just lazy today.
Because it took time to take care of it. Like every day they had to do her hair. Black forced hair are very it is, it is. Do you take care
No,
of your hair?
I do take care of my hair, and
Do
that's
you
how I
have
can
forced
tell.
hair? Because you
That's
don't talk like one though.
no, but that's how I can tell you it is not hard to do 4C hair.
And
In the
also you
moment,
talk about
hold on. In the moment, if you're comparing your hair to their
doesn't sound
hair,
like it
hold,
though.
hold on. If you're comparing yourself to somebody else, of course you're gonna look at her and be like, oh, she could just brush her hair, and I have to detangle and do all this. Of course, it's gonna be more difficult if you're comparing yourself. But this is why you should just be yourself and not look at other races, because then you're going to be depressed. You're going to be like, oh,
But you
my
can't.
hair is
You
hard to
can't.
do.
See, you can make an argument. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like every day you gotta put oil, you gotta put all this product to make your hair feel good.
Sir, but the thing about it is there are
Like stop
different
playing. We all
there's
know you're
different
lying.
hold on. There's different protective hairstyles that you can do that last a long time. Think about it. The wash day can take the whole day. I understand that. I've gone through the same thing. But it's one day. Put your hair in cornrows, put your hair in twists, put your hair
Okay,
in
one
braids.
second.
Hold on,
Before
hold
I
on,
continue,
hold
this
on. Wait, wait, wait,
what
wait,
do
wait,
you
wait. Let me
do in your
finish.
hair?
Let me finish. I'll let you go. So put your hair in that one style. That style can last you up to 2 weeks, even longer than that. So what's so hard about doing black hair? Go ahead.
Because no, it doesn't work like it. Like everything that black hair has, like when you put in when you like let it dry, doesn't do the same as white hair. Because black hair, like when it curls, it changes forms and it just look messy at the end of the day. And also, you're talking about white women wearing braid, box braid, when box braid were invented by men, black men and women. Just box bread, not bread in general. And if you're saying bread is just were invented by white Indians. I think bread in general was invented by Indians, but it's like saying, oh, clothes were invented by humans, so everyone can wear everyone's clothes. But it doesn't work like that. So,
Okay, I'm not understanding your point
and
there
also,
because go ahead.
because cornrows was not invented by any type of white people, it was invented by black people.
Okay,
I'm saying cornrows
and what's the point?
and box bread too. That why you so if you talking about your point of view, so if white women put wig on or straighten hair, they want to look like white women. So if you think that, then white women do box braid, cornrows, all type of black braid inside. They want to be black.
Okay, sir, trip on this though. Black people, we do things from everybody else's culture. Think about it. The food we eat, the traditions that you do, the everything you practice. We've been colonized. A lot of the things we practice today come from white culture. Christmas,
No.
birthdays.
So you're saying
Hold on.
that
Wait,
black
wait,
people
wait. Sir, sir, let me finish. Let me
didn't
finish.
have culture
Sir,
before
let me
white
finish.
people
Sir,
came?
sir, let me finish. Christmas, birthdays, weddings, marriages. Weddings never happened in the Bible. So if you look it up, marriages come from European culture. We take things like kung fu. Black people practice kung fu. That comes from Asian culture. So how come we get to take everything else from everybody else's culture, but when as soon as she just wants to put in box braids, she can't do it?
Then why is the problem when black women wear wigs? That's literally the same thing.
No, no, sir, you're not answering the question.
Yeah.
No, you just said it was a problem because this is a black hairstyle. You said that. So if this is a problem, then why is black people practicing birthdays, Christmas, marriages, kung fu, taekwondo? These things come from other cultures. Why is that okay? But this is not okay. Are you going to answer that question?
Mhm.
You said what was that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Okay, so what's your answer to the question? Oh, so you don't have an answer to the question. I think your Wi-Fi. I don't know if you're just not answering the question or is it your Wi-Fi? Because you only got like a couple bars or something like that. Yeah. So go ahead and fix your Wi-Fi and try to request again. But chat, do you all see what I'm talking about? They say that's a problem when it's when they do any type of black hairstyle. But black people, we take everything from everybody else's culture too. So we got to stop with this cultural appropriation unless we're going to start basically ridiculing ourselves for the things that we do as well. All right, let's see. All right, this person is not connecting. Let's get the likes up to
Hey,
7K. Oh, I can hear you now.
yeah, you hear me, right?
Yeah, I can.
So, dude, I got a question first of all.
Yeah.
I said I have a question.
Yeah, I heard you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the thing is that I mean, are you more concerned about women wearing wigs and trying to look white, or maybe it's about? I mean, what if a a black girl makes her natural hair straight and blonde? I mean, it- would you be okay with that?
No, because why is she making her hair straight and blonde?
I mean, just because she likes it, I guess. I mean, I just want to know that. I mean, is it about the wigs or is it more about looking white?
It's more about
First
looking
of all,
white.
okay, I guess
But
so.
go ahead.
But I just think, okay, I just think that they're like almost like all other races have similar hair apart from black women, and women like usually change their hairstyles. And if they want to have a straight hairstyle, I mean, what's wrong with that? If a black woman wants to have a straight hairstyle for a while, I mean, sounds okay to me. I mean, what's so wrong with that?
Sir, because think about it.
I mean,
You just said women like to change their hairstyles. That's very true. Every
yeah,
other
reason
race,
why
hold on. Every other race changes their own hair. They're not changing up
yeah,
their hair by putting on a wig. And even if they do put on wigs, they're doing it to make their own hair look fuller, but it still looks like their own natural hair. Black women are the
yeah.
only ones that change their hair to look like another race's hair. But black women have the ability to do more hairstyles than any other race. They can do twists, cornrows, afros. They can do different braided hairstyles that look like a mohawk. They can basically do anything because black hair is highly manipulative. Manipulative. I butchered that, but you guys get what I mean.
Yeah.
We can manipulate our hair at a high level. They can't really do too much to their hair. So why aren't they like, oh, we have to switch it up?
I mean, at this point, I really just don't know what to say. I mean, if they can change their hair to whatever they want and whatever they can, I mean, they can also make it straight. I mean, so it's a problem if they make it straight, although they can do it and make it whatever they want.
That's it's because it damages it. It damages the hair when they make it straight. So I'm just saying, why go through all the trouble to straighten your hair if it's damaging it? Unless you're trying so hard to look like another race. That's all it can be.
I mean, don't you think a woman can like be proud of being black but still just love the straight hair? I mean, do you think if she has a straight hair, that means she's not proud of being black?
Exactly, sir. You hit it right on the nail. She's not proud of being black because a part of being black is the way black.
Is to make us feel better. Is to make us feel confident. Is to make us feel whatever. Now, some girls don't do any of that. There's some black women who wear their hair natural all the time, and that's fine. There's some black women who do it, half the time, and they wear wigs to. I tried wearing a wig. And oh my god, it messed up my hair because my hair is so fine, so I can't wear wigs. Some people can wear it, and it's because they have 4C hair. I don't have 4C hair. I have more like wavy, curly, is whatever. So I understand that, but I'm never gonna judge that person and say, "Oh, you're doing it because you want to look like something." You know how offensive that is to say that?
Yeah, but
You're
you
not.
should
You're
judge that
not.
person.
No, only God. No, you can't judge people. No, that's so.
Yes,
That's
yes, you
so.
can.
No, that's really mean. You can't judge people because you
But
don't know that
okay,
person.
okay. But do you know what got most black women the way they think? Because somebody first judged their hair. A lot of the
Oh yeah,
times,
you
hold
know.
on.
Okay.
A lot of the times when they're young, people around them in their community, like their mothers, sisters,
Yes,
their friends, they make fun of their natural hair.
I
Then they
understand.
now want to change themselves.
Hmm.
So how would you say it's wrong for me to say, hey, why are you putting on a wig or a weave
Because
or straightening your hair when
you just.
somebody first
Mhm,
judged them and
mhm.
did what I'm doing now?
So that okay, so here's the thing. You literally just said someone literally judged that person for wearing their hair natural, right? So clearly
Right.
that person is traumatized and has insecurity. That's not that person's fault. You
Ma'am,
have to understand
I'm
that.
not,
So,
I never said it was
oh,
her fault though. But we can't just live.
but if you're judging
Hold
her
on.
based off of
Wait. We cannot
Mhm.
just live in this type of way where we just feel bad for ourselves our whole life and we try to
Everyone
so
feels bad.
so
Every
okay,
race has insecurity.
but
Every race.
you're saying if I get bullied by somebody,
Yeah.
right? I should
Mhm.
just appease to the bully standards. So a bully made fun of my natural hair,
Right.
and he's saying, okay, you should have your hair straight. So because they said that, now I should be that way.
So everyone's different depending on how you were raised. Some people were raised a little bit more, self-assured or self-confident, and some people don't have the confidence. Some people don't have that proper upbringing. But it's not for you or I to judge that person.
Man,
Like
but
it's
you're not
not.
understanding,
It's not. It's very mean, to be honest. It's very mean spirited to
ma'am.
judge someone based
Okay,
off of the trauma or whatever they experienced as a child. You had
no,
a great point. You had a great point. So you're
no,
saying
ma'am.
if someone bully, Mhm.
What was mean was the person who first bullied them and
But
now
you're
made them
also a
hold on.
bully. You're also a
Yes,
bully.
yes, I
You're
am.
also okay.
Yes. Hold on.
So
Hold
you're a
on. Yes,
bully.
but
You're
okay.
admitting you're a
No,
bully.
no. I'm bullying the thing that is covering up who they actually are. When that black woman goes back home and she takes off the wig, she still
Yeah.
has to see herself.
She loves what
No,
makes you
no, she
think that she
doesn't.
doesn't? No, that's not. I don't know about.
Ma'am,
I don't.
ma'am.
So
Listen, she
you assume that if a woman's wearing a wig, she hates herself and she doesn't
ma'am,
love herself?
ma'am, she can't love herself
No,
because
that's not
hold on,
true.
we just went through it. She got bullied.
No,
Now she
not
put
but
her,
not everyone who wears a
okay,
wig got bullied.
ma'am. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about this scenario. She got bullied. She puts on a wig now, and now she goes out into society. And now
Okay.
she every time she goes out, she has to put on fake hair. She straightens her hair all the time,
Hmm.
and she's trying to appease to society. But then when she goes back home, she still has to take that off and look at herself every day. That is
That's
self hate.
that's not self-hate.
It
That's
is.
that's not. I don't agree with you. I really don't agree with you at all.
Ma'am, because look, before she got bullied, she was fine wearing her natural hair out in society. Then
Okay.
somebody said something about her. Now when she goes outside, she's not comfortable being herself anymore because she's insecure because
But so many
somebody made
people are
fun of her.
insecure. Are you attacking everyone's insecurity or just a specific a specific demographic?
Ma'am,
Everyone has insecurities. People commit
yes,
suicide
true.
because of their insecurity. Wearing a
There's
wig
ma'am,
versus
there
suicide because of your insecurity. Come on, like you have to kind of understand
ma'am,
like what you're
there's
saying.
nothing wrong with being insecure. Never ever. But there is
Hmm.
something wrong with lying about it. Because if I'm 300 pounds and
Hmm.
I'm insecure, but then
Hmm.
I just go outside and I'm like, nah, I'm not insecure. I'm just thick. I'm bad. Don't you see, don't you think that there's something wrong with that? Because now I got health issues. I'm more prone to have heart disease and things like that. And those things can take me off the earth.
I completely understand what you're saying. But
Right.
what I'm saying is if you're going to speak about um, black women wearing their hair, different hairstyles, you have to speak about all women. There's a lot of women, I just told you, there's a lot of my friends that do Botox. They completely, this think their whole face is completely from one, like one of my friends, she has so much Botox, she doesn't even look the same. So a lot of women have insecurities. So my whole thing is if you're going to speak about one part of the demographic, you have to speak about all women's insecurity. You have to be fair across the board because it's not fair for you to only, isolate one race of women. And you know the history as a black man, you know the history of black women and our hair. So you, as a black man, you have to understand that if you're going to sit there and talk about black women's hair, talk about white women's hair, talk about Asian girls' hair, talk about Latin American girls' hair as well. Talk about the stuff that they use to cover their insecurities. Like I'm the kind of person you have to be a fair player. Otherwise, you just look like you're. I'm not sure what that. I mean, I'm a fair person, so for me, it's like talk about hair. Talk about like there's plenty of women who dye their hair that it's not even their natural hair color. So
Ma'am, I
you
understand
don't
this,
speak
but
about that. So why
yeah,
not speak about that as well? That's their insecurity. A redhead probably is insecure about being a
there's so
redhead.
many
So
other
she
channels that
dyes her
already talk about that.
hair. So she dyes her hair blonde because she's insecure about her red hair. So if you're going to talk about someone's insecurity, speak about all women's insecurities, not just one. That way, it's kind of like we can all talk about it. It can be a community of all women expressing our insecurities or lack thereof. That's my
No,
only thing.
so there's so many other channels that already talk about white
But
women
you should talk
all
about it
the
too.
time. No, no, I don't. I don't have to do that as well because
What other
there's so
channels speak about? What
there's
are they
so
talking about?
they talk about their BBLs, their lip
Hmm.
fillers, their skin tans, the blonde hair, the wigs. They
But
talk about all this stuff.
Is it women speaking about their personal? Is it women speaking about it or men?
It's women.
Okay, so that's my point. You're a man speaking about women's insecurities. So to me, if you're a man speaking about women's insecurities, you date plenty of women, I'm sure of
Okay.
all different races, which is fine. But if you're gonna do that, speak about all women's insecurities, not
Ma'am, I do
just
not have to do
black
that. There's
women. Yes, you do, because
no,
because
no,
it
I do
comes
not. No,
across.
I do not.
So why
There's,
not? Why not?
there's,
Answer
there's,
that question. Why not? No,
there's,
answer the question.
ma'am, be quiet. There's so many different
Be happy you're online, honey.
levels
I don't
of,
mean to be quiet.
hold on. There's so many different levels of things that are wrong with black women wearing the fake hair and all these different things. There's so many things to talk about in this one thing alone. I don't need to talk about anybody else. Everybody else on the internet already talks about them. But whenever anybody talks about a black woman, you guys can't handle it. You're saying, "Oh, you hate black women."
Oh, I don't no, I don't mind you talking about it. I just told you I don't mind. I listen. I would never say you hate black women. That's a big. I don't use the
Well,
word hate.
I'm
I
not
don't
I'm
think you
not I'm
hate
not
black
talking
women at
about you.
all.
I hear it all the time from other
Oh,
people.
okay. My apologies. I'm sorry that
I
you
appreciate the gift,
experienced that.
Dominic.
Yeah, I'm sorry you experienced that because that's not okay. I don't think you hate black women at all. And
I
I
know
do.
that.
I mean, I have been on TikTok, and I have seen a lot of, I have seen a lot of, videos on. It's a lot of drama on TikTok. I get it, and I'm sorry that someone thinks that you hate black women. I don't think you do. I think you're trying to do what Chris Rock did back in the. I think he had a movie out years ago about black women using chemical relaxers to straighten our hair, and I believe you're trying to do that for women in 2024. But I think that it's just a little bit different because he did it because it was a chemical that was literally like destroying our hair. Whereas
Okay.
wigs, I mean, I one of my girlfriends, Christy, I love her. She literally wears natural kinky wigs, and her natural hair is like so long, and she literally has amazing hair. So for me, it's like
Okay.
it's hard for me to really understand like when girls wear wigs that it's bad for them because I've seen plenty of my girlfriends who wear wigs and their hair is long and it grows really fast. I just can't wear it because it's just like I just can't do it. But I think the purpose of it is
So how often do
protective.
they wear wigs?
So my girlfriend Christy, she's into hair. She's a hair person. I'm not. I'm like not a DIY person. I'm more like go to the salon. So Christy, she wears hers like maybe like one like a week at a time or like 2 weeks, and then she takes it off and she wears her natural hair. And her natural hair is actually prettier than the
But
wig.
ma'am, see, that's the difference though.
Yeah.
Because the black women like her who wear
Mhm.
wigs like here and there, not that much, they have
Mhm.
beautiful, nice hair. The
Mm.
women that wear wigs and weaves all the time, when they take it off, their hair is not beautiful. I had a girl,
Oh.
hold on, I had a girl
Mhm.
on the stream, and she was up here yelling at me and all that, and then at the end, she accidentally turned on her camera, and she had
Ah!
patches in her head, and she
Okay,
said
I
she
didn't
was
know
a
that.
wig wearer all the
I didn't
time.
know that. Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know that. I've never seen the damages of I guess wigs. I never see that before.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, I
it's
okay.
the edges, the traction
Okay.
alopecia. Like when they wear these wigs and fake hair, it's damaging to their scalp.
Okay. Okay. I understand. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I've never seen that before, so I don't even. I didn't know that. So I understand. You're saying it because you care. You want the black women who's damaging their hair to kind of be aware of what they're doing, and to grow their hair like kind of in a more healthier way.
Yeah, just be yourself, be natural. That's all it is. Like,
So okay, so if a girl's wearing her hair in a wig and if she's wearing a wig and her hair is natural, like I told you, my friend Chrissy, her hair is natural, but she doesn't wear it all the time. So if she wears it like a week, you said that's okay. But if a girl's wearing it for a month or two, how do you know how long she's keeping her wig on?
I mean, it depends on the individual. I don't know every single black woman how long they keep their wigs on, but I'm just saying like
Mhm.
a girl like your friend, she obviously
Mhm.
knows how to take care of her hair because it's
Yes.
long, and like you said,
Mhm.
she only wears the wig here and there. So if it was me, I would be like, no, don't wear it at all. But you know, that's not as bad.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so I see your point of view. So you're just trying to help black women to take care of their natural hair,
Exactly.
as opposed to wearing wigs all the time. If you wear a wig, wear it once a week or whatever the case is, just to kind of like, okay. All
Yeah,
right, I understand now. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
you're welcome.
Okay,
Anything else you got to say?
no, that's it. That's a good clarification. I didn't know that it was bad. I mean, I'm completely against that. If your hair is not growing under there, healthy and
Hmm.
beautiful, you should not wear it. I
Yeah,
completely agree. Completely agree.
it's crazy for real. But I
I've never
appreciate you
seen
coming
that
up.
before. Thank you. Okay, bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye bye. It's crazy, honestly. Let me see. I said I would let this person back up. I think his internet was like,
No, normally you can't hear me properly.
okay.
So, like, the one that was before me was talking about healthy care, all that. So
Hmm.
her conclusion was that you don't care if a woman wear wigs, uh, if she take care of her hair. Then why earlier you said that when a black woman wear a wigs, that's not right because she look like a white woman. So she no, because she want to be a white woman. So if a person who take care of her hair at the end of the month she wear a wig for one day, she want to be a a white person for a day, or like
No, sir, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying so there's a lot of black women who like when they have their natural hair out, it has to be straight. It can't just be in its natural form. Or if it's in its natural form, they'll be like, "Oh, my hair is not done." They don't consider their hair done unless it's in like a style like a wig or a lace front or a straightened. But a lot it just doesn't make sense in that aspect. So I'm not talking about the ones who wear a wig here and there a couple times a year because they're like, "Oh, I want to put on a wig real quick." I'm not talking about them, if that makes sense.
that doesn't answer my question. My question was, does a black woman want to be white for a day? If she do put a wig on for a day,
No, not a day.
then why earlier you said if a woman wear a wig, she want to be white for
Sir, but that's why if you were listening to my explanation before that, you would see that I just answered that question that you just asked me.
I did listen, but that doesn't make sense.
How does not so tell me what I said if you were listening to me.
You said that if a black woman wear a natural hair and it's healthy, she don't want to be like in a nappy, in no like in a bowl form. You
Sir,
get what I
okay,
mean?
stop. That's not what I said. That's how I know you're not listening to me.
That's how I interpret it.
Sir, this is not the Bible. We're not doing interpretations here. It's either you listened or you didn't, and you didn't listen.
I did listen.
Sir, but then you would be able to repeat what I just said if you were listening to me. That's how I know you weren't listening. You were just looking for a response to the answer or to the question that you asked me, and that was it. So
And can you re-explain it and reformulate it so I can
just
understand properly?
re-ask your question.
So my question was, if a woman wear a wig for a day, does she want to be a white person?
Okay, and I said I told you no. What was your question that you asked
And
me
why?
after that?
That was my question.
Because if she's wearing a wig for a day, that's just her. Okay, trying on a new style. Cool, boom, and then she takes it off the next day, and she's wearing her natural hair. Doesn't mean she wants to be white. I'm talking about the women that do it all the time.
What do you think all the like? What do you mean by all the time? Every every 2 weeks? Imagine every 2 weeks she take it off.
So I'm saying like most of the year. Like, I know we all know black women who they have to wear a wig every time they walk out the house. They can never just wear their natural hair and be happy with their natural hair. Or if they wear their natural hair, it's like here and there. You know how the situation you just explained, where the black woman for one day here and there she would wear a wig, where there's a lot of black women who only wear their natural hair here and there. And most of the time they have on lace fronts, they have on wigs, they have on 30-inch bust downs. That's what I'm talking
That's not
about.
most of the case. That is not.
Sir, but you're not listening. I'm saying I'm talking about the ones who are in that case.
So if they're in that case, so what?
Sir, I think you have a problem with comprehension.
No, because you're just taking cases, but that's not most of the cases. That's like a close cases. Like
Sir,
so,
but
if
sir,
yeah,
we're specifically talking about the women who wear wigs and weaves. We're not talking about women who wear
so
natural hair.
if a black woman take care of her hair and wear a wigs like every day, that's okay.
That's not possible.
That is possible.
Sir, you cannot take care of your hair every day and also wear wigs every day. No, even the lady that
She
just came
can't.
up,
You
she
can't.
just said,
You
hold
can't
on,
really take the wig off, take care of your hair, and put it back right now.
sir, you're not taking care of your hair properly. Have you done any type of research on natural hair?
Yes. Even my sister is a hair tech. All that she
Okay,
put on
okay.
wigs and shit.
So tell me how they take care of their hair every single day while wearing a wig.
She just take her wig off. She put a bunch of products. She do all that, and then she can put her no glue needed like wig, like
No glue
without glue.
needed.
Yeah, no glue.
And so what's the style under the wigs?
Like she do her bread. Like she take off the bread, do her like a routine, her hair routine. She redo her bread and she put the wig.
So what braids does she have under like what type of braids?
Just box bread like the photo you have back in the back.
Oh, she has box braids under a wig?
Yeah,
Or so chat, do black women put in box braids under wigs?
most of yeah.
Y'all let me know. Because I thought it was cornrows. I thought it was cornrows.
Like some do, but
But why would it's not box why would you put in box braids under a wig?
yeah, I
Sir,
know that
sir,
they
sir,
can.
sir, box braids are a style on its own. Box braids is the style that black women wear out. So it doesn't make sense to put on box braids under a wig.
That's not the like they can wear cornrows. I'm not saying that they just can't. That they no must wear box braid. They can wear cornrows, any type of hairstyle that can like make her head good to put the wig on. So it's not
Sir,
about the
but
hairstyle.
okay,
Just it's
you're
about
just
like
go ahead.
it's just about like doesn't it doesn't affect the wig look like there's something on it. Like you can't tell what's under the wig. That's the point.
So you're saying you said before that they take the hairstyle out and then they redo it again. How often are they doing that?
When they can,
What
because
do you
it's
mean?
not good. Like it's not good to put product every day in your hair.
It's not good to put products in your hair every day?
Yeah, it's not good.
And who said that?
What do you mean? Who said that? It's literally just a thing.
It's not a thing because you should moisturize your hair every day.
Like you can put whatever product is not good every day in your hair. That's
But
just not good.
sir, what I'm getting from the conversation right now is your sister's the hair tech. You're not. You've done no research about hair.
I did though. I have research right in front of me.
What does the research say?
That was about wig caps and all. Let me search for the product thing.
Oh, that's a good point. Wig caps. Do you know wig caps can damage hair too?
Yeah, I know. You should wear it every day.
Oh, but sir, in your scenario, you just said that they're wearing wigs every day and they can still take
Wig
care of their
have wig
hair.
caps. Some wig don't have wig caps though.
Sir, chat, do black women do they put on wigs without a wig cap? Where
Some
did they
do.
where did they
It
do that
doesn't.
at? Where did they do that at? Cuz yeah, they can do it, but most do not do that. Most black women do not put on a wig.
And
They do
how can
not
you
just
tell?
you said what?
What's your source? What's your source? Did you do a
Sir,
research about it?
we could pull it up right now. Okay, but where's your source saying that they don't?
I never said like a majority. I just said some do. And that's true.
Okay, so where's your source?
So you're saying that women, some like every woman doesn't wear like wig capsless
No,
wig,
I'm saying most women that wear wigs wear a wig cap.
and what are you based on? Like I never said that most of don't wear wig caps.
It's common sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
So
look in the chat. For the most part, black women do use a wig cap. Like even they
and
know
that's
that.
most of them, not all of them.
Sir, now you're moving the goalposts. At first you were like, "Well, you said most. Where's your source?" And now
Yeah,
when
that's what
other
I'm saying. 'Cause I said some don't wear wig caps. I not say most of them wear wig caps. And you said, yeah, but most of them wear wig caps. And I said, what's your source that you can tell that most of them? And you said that's common sense.
Sir, I think you're not even up here for a reason. Like you're just here to argue because
I'm not
most,
here to argue with
sir,
nobody.
you
I'm
are.
just
So,
here
oh,
to debate.
why, yeah, why are you defending wigs?
Because why do you care so much? Like they
No,
can do what they want to do.
I asked you why are you defending wigs?
Because why does it matter for me to see someone with a wig or not?
Sir, okay, when I ask you a question, that doesn't mean you ask me a question. That means you answer the question. Why are you defending wigs?
Because I'm not the one wearing the wig, so I can give my opinion if I agree or disagree on it. And for myself, I think that if someone wears a wig, they do what they want to do, and I don't have to say anything about it because that doesn't concern me.
So your stance is oh, so if you don't have to say anything about it because it doesn't concern you, why are you talking about it right now?
Because you're up saying that they shouldn't wear wigs.
Yeah, so it concerns you obviously because you're talking to me right now.
I'm just saying like if when I say it doesn't concern me, I mean that if you want to wear a wig, wear a wig. Nobody should say you can't wear a wig and you shouldn't because you do you. You do what you want to do. If you don't want to wear a wig, that's okay. If you want to, that's okay. But no one should tell you you shouldn't or you can't put a wig on.
So, sir, there's things that hurt people and there's things that benefit people. So, if you see something hurting somebody, are you going to be the type of person to be like, okay, they can do whatever they want, or are you going to try to help?
It depends if the what is the the case. Like imagine someone is like it's like walking around with when there's a killer up there. I'm going to tell him like go out, go hide someone somewhere. But if it's about oh you can damage your hair, you can lose your hair by wearing wigs. Most of the case that doesn't happen, and when it is the case, you can regrow your hair.
Sir, a lot of the time you cannot. A lot of the times when you get traction alopecia, that hair doesn't grow back. And if you can grow it back, it's very difficult to do that. So wouldn't you rather be the person that says, okay, hey, you might get traction alopecia. Your edges might be gone from the glues from the wigs. How about you go on YouTube and you look up Lindsay Chris? She has the longest black hair I've ever seen in my life. It's completely natural. She never wears wigs. She puts teas in her hair, and
Does she have 4C hair?
she does, and she has the longest 4C hair I've ever seen. Why don't you be the person that tries to help her wear her natural hair? And why are you the person that's just like, oh, do what you want? You might get traction alopecia and go bald, but do what you want.
So I did a research right now, and they said wearing a wig does not directly cause alopecia, hair loss, but improper use of wig can contribute to health to the hair and scalp problem that lead to a hair thinning or damage, not a loss, a damage. So you can regrow it anyways. So that the thing that you said that that can cause alopecia, that is not true.
Sir, what does traction alopecia come from?
They can come from a lot of things. For example, stress.
Sir,
Yeah, a lot of
incorrect.
things.
This is how I know you
Yes,
just
it can. Yes, it can.
sir. Traction alopecia does not come from stress. Traction alopecia, look at the word traction. It comes from the cornrows under the wigs. Putting your cornrows too tight comes from, or it can cause traction alopecia. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're just up here to argue for no reason.
I'm not. I'm really not. And that's not true
Yes,
because the glue doesn't go under hair though.
uh, sir, I said earlier, you have a really bad issue with comprehension. Just okay, when you let me teach you something. When you're having a debate or a discussion with somebody, do not listen to respond. Actually, listen to what they said.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
So I never once said that the glue causes traction alopecia. I said that the braids or the cornrows that are being done too tight cause traction alopecia and bald spots in your head. Glues can cause alopecia because you're constantly ripping out your edges. This is why I just did an interview. If you go on my page right now, there's a black woman, she has braids in and her edges are completely gone. That's
Yes,
a
but
that's a form of alopecia.
can I speak? So I did another research on traction alopecia, and in most of the case, traction alopecia can get regrown with essential oil in most of the case, especially when it's about. Tr- let me read. Mm, especially if it's caused by tight hairstyle. It says.
Okay, sir, I understand it can be regrown, but why don't we have the person not go through that at all, right? If you could cause yourself pain or not cause yourself pain, which one would you choose?
That's not myself though. That's another person.
Sir, okay, you have 4C hair, right?
Yeah, I do.
So if you could cause yourself pain by doing your cornrows too tight, or not cause yourself pain by just wearing your hair natural, loose, not putting wigs and weaves and wig caps on, which one would you choose?
First of all, I would choose to not tight my braid as that can cause me alopecia because it's not a when you wear wigs you're not supposed to tie your hair the fuck up.
You said what?
When you do your when you wear a wig you're not supposed like to have a tight as hell hairstyle like when you do like for example
Do you wear
a
wigs,
tight
sir?
braid. What?
Do you wear wigs?
No, but as I said earlier, I talked about it with my sister that he's a aesthetic, a, a hairstyle. She like put wig to people. She do their hair and all, and we had a conversation about it. Like when you like put a wig, you're not supposed like to tie the hair too much, especially if she for a long term that she wear the wig.
Okay, sir. So what I advise you to do is go back to your sister, or not even go back to your sister, because a lot of hairstylists don't even know what they're talking about. Hairstylists know
So
how
you
to
know
do.
better than a
Hold on, wait.
hairstylist that done
Uh,
that for like 4 years.
yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, I do. So
Oh, okay.
hairstyle. Listen, sir. Hairstylists know how to do hair. That's their profession. They know how to do different hairstyles. And their job description is not knowing what's best for your hair. Because if
I mean, can I?
hold on, sir. If it was if their job description was telling you what's best for your hair, they would never put on glues in your head. They would never put tight braids and tight cornrows in your head. They would never put wig caps on your head that cause you to lose hair. They would never put canicolon hair intertwined in your natural hair that breaks off your natural hair. They would never do these things if they knew what was best for hair. So they know how to do hairstyles. They don't know what's best for hair.
Okay, but it's not the case of my sister since she got into it like when she was really young, when she was like 17. and she knew how like the hair works. She knows how to where her hair works since she do it like for like 7 years. For now, like 4 years ago, she was like getting her like that's the French system. So I don't know all the French system shit, but she was like learning how to do hair. But before that, she was supposed to take exams. Like she's doing exercise of how hair works and how hairstyle works on the hair and different type of hair.
Yes, sir.
So
I
why? How are you?
I
How
just
you
told
can?
you that.
Like, can I finish? Can I finish?
I just
So
told you
how
that.
are you saying that you know better than a hairstylist when you did not go to college for that or have not experience to be a hairstylist, neither a hair researcher in any of your lives? Like,
Okay, sir. I just explained that to you. We're gonna go back to comprehension again because you don't know how to listen.
no, I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about like people having to go to college, all that. I'm talking about you personally.
Yes, but sir, you asked me how do I know more than your sister and I didn't go to college. College, like you just said, taught her how to do hair. It did not teach
No,
her. Hold on,
I'm saying no.
hold on.
Let me just because
Go ahead.
you're about to say something wrong.
Go
I
ahead.
said what I mean is like she go to college for hairstyle, but she also go to another school that's specific being for hair type and how they worked. I'm talking about you didn't go to any of that. I'm not assuming. Did you go to any of like hair school, all that? Did you?
Sir, how
That's a
long
yes
is
or
your
no. No, that's a
how
yes or no question. Can you answer that?
sir, you changed your question two times. I was answering your question and then you stopped me and then you asked me
No,
a new question.
because you were
No, no. How
Can
long
you
is your sister's hair?
what is the
And
why are you talking about my sister
because
hair now?
she's such a hair expert, she should have the longest hair in the world. How long is her hair?
I don't think it's that long
Oh, why?
because I cut it.
I said your sister's hair, not your
Oh, my
hair.
sister's she wears like her afro out, so I think about like 20 centimeters. Shot at an afro on.
She has an afro on. It's 20 centimeters. What is that? Down past her back? Like
No, no,
this?
it's not. It's like I don't know any of that inch stuff. I'm going.
Okay,
Let
but
me
you
search
can
it up.
say, like, is it a bob? Is it to her shoulder? Is it to her feet?
It's no to her shoulder
Okay, so how come her hair is not that long and she knows all this stuff about
because
hair?
that's her choice.
No, it's not her
It
choice.
is.
Sir, if she knew so much about natural hair, her hair would be down past her back.
No, because that's her choice. Like she don't want her hair to get
Sir,
too long.
oh, she said that.
Yeah.
Why? Why did she say that?
Come on. What do you mean?
Sure, there has to be a reason. Why did she say that?
'Cause she told me she just don't want to her hair to be that long. That's all. Because she want to.
Oh, because she wants to. So,
Yeah.
sir, but does she wear fake hair?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, she doesn't wear fake hair at all.
No, she doesn't. Like in like yeah, in special occasion, very special occasion, but like in 2024, she like just put like 3 wigs in a year. So in the 2024 year,
What type of wigs are they?
straight wigs, like the one in the back. One was an
Okay,
curly wig,
so,
and the other
sir,
was an afro.
sir, do you understand though? She said she didn't want long hair. This is long hair. So why is she putting on a wig that has long hair, but she doesn't want her own hair to be long?
Because that's an afro. She don't want a long hair by I mean it's an afro, a long afro hair.
All right,
That's
chat.
not the
So
same thing as a long straight hair.
a lot of y'all keep saying skip him. I'll skip him when we get to
Who's a
8K
lot
likes.
though?
I'll skip 8K
There's
likes and
literally
I'll
just one
I'll
person
get him out.
saying it.
Nah, a lot of them were saying skip for a long time. Cause sir, you're coming up here and you're spewing idiocy. Like you're not making any sense.
I mean,
But sir, do you understand? I don't have to go to hair school to know more than your sister about hair.
you do though, because
So okay,
clearly you know
so
you don't know as much as her.
I don't know. So did she teach you what she knows?
No, she didn't. But I don't think you know as much as her.
Okay, but you just said you learned from her, and a lot of things that I was mentioning, you didn't even know what I was talking about.
Yeah, but most of the information that was posted, I didn't know that from her. I just because like I didn't know that from her, so I did the research. That's why I did the research.
Yeah,
After
but
you
sir,
you said that was not true.
you're doing your research right now, so I'm educating you, and then you're doing research about it.
Yes, and
Let me ask you a question. What is the best
yep.
way to detangle 4C hair, since you know so much about 4C hair?
I never said I know so much about Fossier. Why are you putting words in my mouth?
You said you had 4C hair, and you said
Yeah,
your hair.
but you said
You,
you said like a second ago. You said, "Can you tell me because you know so much about Fossier here?" I never said I know so much about Fossier here though.
sir, but you're acting like you do. That's the
But
point.
I don't,
But
and I never said I do.
what is your point to be here? Because you lost terribly.
What do you mean? Like I just never said that I know as much into Fossier here. That's all.
Okay, but I don't understand why you're having a debate about 4C hair if you don't know anything about 4C hair.
I don't say I don't know anything. I just say I'm
Okay,
not
so
an
what's the
expert.
best way to detangle 4C hair?
I don't know. I'm gonna lie. I don't know
So you don't know that much. So why are you here?
because I can. And I all I want to say, like in general, is like, why are you trying to help people by telling them not to do a choice when they know what can happen when they put wig on, and that's why, and they just wear wig on because they can. And probably you're right. In some of the cases, you're right. Some of them want to look like white women,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them don't, and you can't deny it. And you can do a research about it. That's not true. Most of them don't wear wigs because they want to look like white women. They just wear wigs because they're fighting cute. And also talking about the box bread, why can white people? Yeah, that's how what I was talking about. So basically, because white women does not have hair that can fit, like not fit, but like there's not like the type of hair that can get a box braid and other hairstyle that can be good for their hair. Black men do, but not white women. In most of the case, their hair fall out, and also there's an historical content, like an historical debate about because black braids have history, they have history. Congo, some of them don't. I'm not saying like Dutch bread, French
Okay.
bread. That's
Okay.
another thing. They can wear
So
Dutch bread, French bread, all that.
so
But
if
a black
yeah,
bread
hold
as a
on.
consumer.
Hold on. So if you got into that maybe 10 minutes ago, I would answer that, but the chat they did get to 8K. So we're gonna move on to the next
Can you
caller.
like just
I appreciate you coming up, but yeah, we're gonna move on because yeah, you did a lot of yapping. Maybe if you request again, and the line is gone, I'll let you up. But I've been seeing Brian in the request, so let me let Brian up.
Hello?
Oh, not a Brian. Yep,
Yeah,
I can hear
no.
you.
This is actually my husband's account because I'm new on TikTok. I actually follow you on YouTube. So I'm sorry, I'm like
Okay.
so winded because I was waiting for you to allow me to
Yeah.
talk. But anyway, I don't disagree with your statement at all. I actually think that a lot of these women get on here and lie because they they get on here and deflect because it's not about the fact that we're wearing wigs, it's about the texture and the fact that
Mm.
we are not collectively going out and wearing, like even fucking, oh, I'm sorry, you probably can't cuss.
You're
We're
fine.
not even wearing wigs that are like, the type of wigs that Meg the Stallion wears, like big, poofy. Like, we're not even trying to do that. We're just going straight to wearing fine textured hair. And
Mm-hmm.
what really gets me about it is like, there's absolutely no way that wigs like bust downs give anything but white women. Like, of course, the bundles are not from white women. We get it. They're from Asian and Indian women, but it's just so the discourse around Black women constantly attacking other races of women and calling, like, saying that we're the blueprint. How can we be the blueprint when collectively we're not even wearing our natural hair? And when and like when we do, it's like you said, it's in cornrows, or it's just something that we're not proud of.
Exactly. I hear
So
that. I hear that all the time. Like, we're the blueprint, but if you were the blueprint, then every other race would be wearing afros.
absolutely. And it's so bad to the point that when you see a woman who's supposedly non-Black wearing her hair in a similar way that bust downs look, there's so many comments from so many Black women that are like, and I'm a Black woman, like I have locks, like I absolutely love my hair. But anyway, there's so many comments from Black women that are like, let's see, we're the blueprint, or they want to be us so bad. Like, how could they want to be us if we are waking up and either straightening our hair until it's absolutely fried, or we're hiding it and pedestalizing other women's beauty by walking out of our front doors and wearing that hair? Like, it screams. What really kills me about this is when you go outside as a Black woman with hair on that doesn't mimic anything that would come naturally from your scalp, nothing like it. All that screams to other people, all that screams to other people, I'm sorry, is that literally we don't love ourselves. Like, we look ridiculous. Like, how can we be the blueprint, and how can all these other women be jealous of us when all they see when we wear hair that isn't ours is like, wow, you would do anything in the world. You would literally give your last breath to have hair that I have, to have the hair that I naturally wake up with. You would give your lung to have it.
Exactly.
And
And
it
what
makes
they're
me,
really, what they're
I'm
telling
sorry.
the world is that other races are more beautiful than Black women. That's all you're really
Absolutely.
saying when you put on a straight hair wig, straight like that.
And I can't believe that you like receive so much discord, and there's so many
Yeah.
people who argue with you, so many women, I should say, or even men, Black men, who bring up other races of women, or, why does it matter what we do with our hair? And it's like, it's 2025. There is no one that's not getting a job because they have an afro.
Thank you.
If you can't do your natural hair, just say that. If you're bald, just say that it's literally pure laziness, like you said. And I used to wear wigs. I used to slap it, sure would, because my mom grew up wearing wigs. My grandma did too. Like, to the point where, like, I don't really know what the texture of my hair is, but my hair is more curly than it is coily. So maybe like 4A, 4B. And even then, my mom still relaxed my hair. Like, I didn't even have the kinkiest hair that is possible for us to have. And my mom still was so lazy that she didn't want to put the time and care into it, that she just relaxed it.
Wow.
So if I didn't start doing my own hair, basically, then I would still be bald at the age of like, I don't even know. Well, it's just okay. Let me see. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
It's crazy. I mean, because you're not even the only one. A lot of Black little girls this happens to, like, Black mothers. They're just like, oh, I don't feel like doing her hair, so they just throw a relaxer in, and they keep doing that, and they keep putting on like fake hair and wigs and weaves, not knowing when this little Black girl grows up, she's not going to know how to do her hair. So now she's going to be wearing wigs and weaves all the time, and it's also going to make her insecure after a while. So it is
Absolutely.
crazy.
And another thing that's also crazy is through another way that Black women put that hate onto their daughters is by, like, ripping through their hair and making it seem like our hair is supposed to be like rushed, or our hair is so delicate, and people think that because, like, our hair is tough, and that we're supposed to just like, it can take whatever, people will say that, like, yeah, we have such strong hair, it grows up to the sky. Our hair is actually extremely delicate, and the only way that it can grow is if you take time into it, and you use water, of course, finger detangling, only things like that, taking true care of your hair. That's the only thing that's going to grow our hair as Black women. And that is actually the key to us having, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Okay.
And that's also what I was telling the other dude that came up before you. I was asking him like, okay, so what's the best way to detangle black people's hair? He couldn't tell me. So I was hoping he would say finger detangling, but you hit it like right on the nail.
Yeah, they it's actually very frustrating to hear the excuses that a lot of people come up with, because
Right.
it doesn't surprise you at all why a lot of us are insecure, a lot of us are running around um putting so much like pressure on ourselves, and like wanting to have false confidence of that intimacy even harder. So well, oh my god, I think there's so many keys into all of this stuff, but I just
Mhm.
wanted to say that 100% Black women collectively wearing wigs that don't mimic our natural texture even a little bit. Of course, you can get your hair silk pressed. Of course, you can throw curls in it. But as far as these bust downs, the baby hairs, the blowouts, that stuff gives nothing but white women. And we can't sit here and act like and subconsciously be like, yeah, I don't want to be white. I'm not that. I'm the white women aren't better than me, and go
Mhm.
outside mimicking those exact women. That makes no sense.
Like we gotta stop playing, because I mean, like, they say, okay, we're not trying to be white, but I mean, when white women do like lip fillers and stuff like that, I can also agree that they may be trying to be like another race, because white women don't naturally grow like, or don't naturally have like big full lips. So if they say, okay, they might be trying to be like black people, I could understand that. But black women also need to understand, you straightening your hair, how are you going to say, oh, I'm not trying to be white? Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense.
it's even worse. It's even worse than lips, to be honest, because at the end of the day, white women are always going to have their own, like as they say, insecurities. They're always going to have their own beauty standards and stuff like at the end
Hmm.
of the day, it has nothing to do with us as Black women, because
Hmm.
with those women really, what really matters to them isn't lips. It's hair, weight, money, like stuff like that. That really, like us being Black women, a lot of us don't even know we're directly in competition with other races of women. Like they
Hmm.
just, it makes me so sick, Trey, because they're literally laughing at us. Like
Oh, other
we,
races?
yes,
Yeah, they
like
are.
they, and then the way that the Asian community makes so much money off of our insecurities, to the point where if you wanted, as if a Black woman wanted to own her own hair shop, she wouldn't even be able to get vendors, because that's how locked in the Asian community is, to basically be like, yeah, we'll sell you it, but don't ever try to get it yourself.
Mm.
So well, I was going to say about the Asian stores or whatever, basically, you can
Hmm.
go in there and spend your whole paycheck, right? Those people still will not treat you with an ounce of dignity or respect.
No, they don't.
And then like, we're so quick to give them our money and to allow them to be rude to us, or even just I don't know. It just makes me sick, because at the end of the day, everything is about money. And if we're putting so much money into something that is false, it's not even who we are. How could
Literally.
anyone disagree with you?
But see, that's why they don't want you to know these things. That's why, like, there's
Absolutely.
years of programming that they've done
Absolutely.
on black women. That's why, like, when you I understand what you guys are saying, because that even happened in my family. It's like you go into their stores and they literally follow you around everywhere. They think you're trying to steal
Absolutely.
something. So it's crazy. I wouldn't even support them. I don't know why
They look
like
at
black
you
women
with
still do it.
disgust. They literally
Yeah,
look at you with disgust, and you still be like, yeah, let me get them ear. No, go
yeah.
home. Please
It's
go.
crazy.
I've had it happen to me many times, and until I guess I really started to look in the mirror, and because something that really used to bother me was the white women getting like braided up hairstyles, or even
Hmm.
I'm sure you're familiar with the TikToker Alabama Barker.
I never heard of them.
No, no, you'll have to look her up, because she's a white woman who
Hmm.
like is heavily into Black culture, and she kind of like wears her hair in a lot of the ways that the bust downs look, but it's like her hair. And there's so many people who like have discord around her image, because they say that
Mm.
she's blackfishing, and it's like, how is she blackfishing when the main thing that makes her look quote unquote like a Black woman is the wig, and our hair. I
like
I
our hair
bet you
doesn't
can
grow like
tell
that.
how sick this makes me. When you get the chance, you will definitely have to look up Alabama Burger, because you will just see her and you'll be like blown away. Hopefully, maybe you can do some content with it or something. The way that, like, maybe you could ask people if they think she's blackfishing, because the way the mental gymnastics that Black women do to try to make her feel bad about her image, and it's like we're only doing this because subconsciously this is who we wish we looked like. Like, this is who, like, I don't get how the collective of us don't understand that. And it really makes me sad, because our hair is our superpower. It's so unique. Everyone's like, there's no other woman who has hair that like the way that I feel when I do my hair, it's unmatched. And I actually, I didn't want to be spilling all my business on here, but I actually am a mother, and I have, my son's 5, and I just recently cut his hair because he was tired of getting it done. But his hair he could almost sit on his hair.
Oh, wow.
And we're fully Black people. And that's just because since he was 3 or 4, I've been putting the care into his hair, like I actually wash his hair in a protective style. So like using water and just lots of conditioner, like his hair flourished. And it makes me really sad, because like I'll see little brown girls and they'll have like little to no hair, and it's just because their moms don't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's all. And my mom is also, I'm sorry, this is just last thing I was going to say. My mom also has traction alopecia, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. So I learned all about traction alopecia, and you only get it from styles pulling your hair too tight. So the genetically, if you have alopecia genetically, you're going to be bald way before it's just your edges. So the fact that people think that, it's not real or it doesn't really happen is a lie. And collectively, we all know somebody's mama, somebody's auntie, or somebody's grandma with no edges. And we don't know, collectively, we don't know a Black woman, somebody's mama, auntie, whatever, with straight hair. I will say that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming up.
No problem.
I have literally no words. Have a good one.
You too, bye.
Like, I might have to end the live right there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she just came up here and just cooked everybody. That was crazy. I think sometimes, because sometimes I'll say things and a woman will say the same thing I said, but because a woman said it, everybody in the chat's like, oh yeah, she's speaking facts. Like, and they be saying a lot of things like this, but when I say it, it's like, oh bro, you gotta chill. Why do you care about wigs and weeds? Da 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 da. I'm like, all right. Nah, but I definitely appreciate her for coming up because she was speaking facts. Let me see.
It's me. Hello.
Yes, what is your standpoint?
Yeah, my standpoint is that argument in the background is very stupid to me.
Why?
Because it's like comparing apples and oranges. Like every single time that we have like this cultural appropriation like debate, and I see like a whole bunch of Black people sitting around here getting mad that white people are like wearing like African hairstyles or whatever. White people always like come back with like a counter argument saying how, well, you guys wear straight blonde hair. But that doesn't really make any sense to me because that's genetics, not culture.
Okay.
Okay. And also,
but let's go culture then. If you want to go culture for culture,
exactly. If you're gonna have a counter argument to go, no, let me explain. Let me finish.
But let me tell you the culture.
I don't really care if white women want to wear braids. I really don't care. However, it's like that argument about the whole straight blonde wigs are such a stupid argument to me.
But do you have something to say about culture though?
Huh?
Something else to say about culture?
What do you mean?
Okay, so that's why I was saying we can go band for culture because.
Okay, then use a culture that Black people use from white people instead of saying blonde straight hair. Blonde straight hair is not culture,
ma'am. You gotta let me explain it though. Black people, Christmas, birthdays, kung fu, yoga, wigs. These are all things from other people's culture. Wigs are not Black culture. Wigs are not Black Americans' culture.
Okay, cool, baby. But like I said, you have a Black woman with a straight blonde wig going on the background for what?
Okay, but let's respond to that because you wanted to go culture. I just did that. So what do you got to say to my
But the
rebuttal.
argument before was straight blonde wigs.
Okay, but what do you have to say to my
Well, not
response
even
about
just
culture?
blonde wigs. The actual argument was straight hair and blonde hair. When again, that's
Yeah.
not even culture.
Okay, but so you don't have anything to say about my culture response.
Like I don't give a fuck if white girls want to wear braids or not. Again, that's not my argument. I said the argument that you're using about the whole straight blonde or black woman getting straight hair or they're getting blonde hair, that's a stupid argument because
Yeah,
it's
ma'am.
genetics.
You said this is a bad argument because it's not cultural. I gave you a cultural argument and you're not
Okay,
responding
and
to it.
I'm
So
talking
am I
about
right?
straight
Okay.
blonde hair.
Okay. So I'll talk about yours, but was I right with what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. So kudos to you
And you're
for
talking about
actually
Christmas. That's also part of black culture. What are you talking about?
chat.
Yes,
Hold on.
baby.
Chat.
Where do you
Am I
think
tripping?
Christmas? No.
Chat, hold on.
Why do you
Oh
think
my
it was even
goodness.
celebrated?
Yo, chat. Is Christmas from black culture?
No, suck my dick.
Is Christmas from black culture? Y'all let me know.
It's not only from
no.
black culture, but black culture is a part of it.
No, it's not. That's
Yes, it is.
That's Roman pagan culture. That's
Nigga, the
pagan worship.
stories is part of African culture of what they're telling. You know the three men that came to Jesus? One of them was African, were they not? One of the kings were African.
Man.
It's also part of African culture too.
Ma'am.
And honestly, I don't care. White girls can wear braids, but stop using the argument of straight blonde hair. Straight blonde hair is not in just with white people. That's not the case. And also,
Man,
you
we
can't
never said it
discriminate
was.
against.
Straight
Shut the fuck
blonde
up.
hair is.
Shut up.
Straight blonde hair is.
No, it's not.
Ma'am, how old are you?
I'm 21.
How come your mouth is so bad? Like,
Because
why are you so angry?
people like you always want to use this argument. It's just like, I try my hardest to keep my composure. I try my hardest to sit around and have a conversations, but it's like you're not listening because you honestly believe that straight blonde hair is fucking culture, and it's not culture.
Okay, but you have to listen. Like, please take your emotion out of it. Let's just use
You're
logic.
not listening.
No, let's just use logic, okay? I never said straight blonde hair was culture. I said straight blonde hair is only.
I watched
hold on,
you
wait. Let me
before
finish.
on
Let me
these
finish.
lives.
Let me finish. Straight blonde hair is only something that comes from European people.
No, it doesn't.
Are you trolling right now? Because you're funny.
I'm not trolling. I'm actually being dead serious. It doesn't only come from Europeans. For real, for real.
Yes,
if you
it does.
seriously believe that, there's something wrong with you.
Name me one Asian
There's
or
black
black person.
Malaysians. There's black Malaysians who have naturally blonde hair. There's black albinos.
Ma'am. First of all, it's Melanesians, not Malaysians. Those are two different people.
Yeah.
Second of all, hold on, let me finish.
They have blonde hair.
Hold on. Melanesians have blonde hair. Albinos have blonde hair. None of their hair is.
And
none of their. Hold on,
black.
let me finish. None of their hair is straight and blonde. It's curly and blonde.
There are Africans with straight hair, and there are black people with blonde hair. What are you not getting?
Ma'am.
Albinos have blonde hair. Do they not?
Name me black people that have the combination of both.
Malaysians. You can look them up. They have really loose hair.
They don't have straight blonde hair. But
yes, they do.
Ma'am, white women grow hair just like this.
Yes. Look at East Asians. I'm not East Asian. Look at East Africans. Yes, they do. Stupid
no, they
bitch.
Don't.
Yes, they do, stupid bitch.
Ma'am, do you know why I'm not responding to your insults? Because they don't affect me.
I don't give a fuck if you respond or not. You still a stupid bitch. Okay, stupid bitch.
Ma'am, you're giving me content right now.
Lick my fucking pussy. I don't care. Good. I'm giving you content.
Yeah.
Good. Again, when you're talking about East Africans, they have straight hair.
It doesn't matter what you say. You're still
do you know that there's
black?
No. You realize that there's black albinos that have straight blonde hair? East Africans who have straight blonde hair. You realize that, right? So yes, a black person can have straight blonde hair.
I have a question for you. What's your father's name?
Troy, bitch. What's your mama's name? Fat bitch.
So Troy?
Yeah.
How long have you known your father for?
All my motherfucking life. You trying to stereotype me? With that patchy ass fucking beard and that lopsided ass fucking wig on?
So did your
You
father
try
raise
to
you?
stereotype me, bitch.
Did he raise you?
Yeah, he did raise me.
What did he teach you?
He taught me a lot of things.
But like
How to
what?
keep my composure, how to be a decent
No, he
human
didn't.
being, how to sit around
Chat.
here and
Hold
punk
on.
out little bitches
Hold on.
like you.
Hold on. Let me meet you real quick. Chat. Did did he teach her how to keep her composure? Y'all just let me know. Am I tripping? Yes or no? Did he teach her how to keep her? Yeah, her dad's name is Troy? Like Troy Bolton?
Yeah, he's like a really old man.
Okay, what else did he
What's
teach
your
you then?
daddy's name?
Hold on. Wait,
What's your
so
daddy's name?
do y'all see how when I said that, because
What's your daddy's
y'all
name?
be coming up here and saying that, hold on real quick. Ew, what was did you just burp? And you're disgusting too. That was nasty. Y'all see how when people say, "Oh, why do you care? It's just hair. It's not a big deal." Then you have people that act like that. If it was just hair, why do you have people who act like that? You hit a nerve. Exactly. Exactly. It's sad. Yeah, definitely trifling. But this is where the stereotypes come from because a lot of black women act just like that. I'm not saying all there are good black women out there, but it's ones like that who give y'all a bad rep. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, this one's not connecting. They for sure give y'all a bad rep. All right, Val, I'll let you know. I'll let you up next. But Gual, what is your standpoint?
What did you say?
So, are you finally coming back to agree with me now? Because I remember you from before.
Yeah, no, I want you to stop all this, sir,
Yeah,
please.
ma'am, this has to
Yeah.
happen. God told me himself.
No.
I had a dream. He said, "You need to do the Lord's work. This is the
Who?
Lord's work."
Who say that?
He told me
Really? And what's that you've got in your hair?
in my
But
hair.
you've got some in your hair, is it? In your head, look.
Where?
Yeah, that one. What's that?
Man, this not in my hair. It is mine. But what is your what do you have to
It's not
what is your
yours. No,
standpoint?
that's not yours. I think you making fun of black women. That's what you doing by wearing that thing on your head, you know?
You're
That's
right.
not
I
very
am.
nice.
I am. You're right about that.
Yeah, that's not very nice, please,
Ma'am, that's
sir.
very nice. That's the best thing I could do because look, let me tell you something. When black women first put on these wigs and straight hair and all this stuff, they had people making fun of them. So if they had more people like me making fun of the wigs, then they would revert back to the natural hair. But you don't have a lot of people like me in the world. You have a lot of people like the other dude that came up. He was like, "Oh, why do you care? They can do what they want." Do you see where I'm coming from?
I understand that. I just think you should be nice, you know?
Ma'am,
Okay?
I'm being what needs to be. But what is do you have anything else to say?
No, I just came here. I just want to say, you know, just be nice, you know?
Okay,
Okay?
ma'am. I'll listen. I'll be nice. You have a
Okay
good night.
then. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Chat, I'll try to be nice. Maybe. But go ahead. Go ahead. What is your standpoint, Val?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay. Make a point.
What do you mean make a point? You requested you make a point.
I don't know what to start with, so go.
Okay, start with what you disagree with.
Hmm. I I disagree that you think everyone is just trying to be white. I don't agree with that.
Why do you disagree with that?
Because some people like the way they look, but once in a while they just want to try something different.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay. Triple on this real quick though. So there's a difference between changing it up every once in a while And there's a difference between that and you doing the same hairstyle all the time. So black women say, I want to switch it up, but you switch it up to a hairstyle that looks just like all the other races of women's hair on the planet Earth. And then you do this same hairstyle for most of the year. So are you really switching it up? Or are you just keep on doing a hairstyle that looks like somebody else's hair?
Yeah, I agree with you. If you're doing it all the time, then that says something about you that you don't like yourself, really.
Right?
But if you're doing it once in a while, you just think they should do it never.
Yeah, I think they should do it never. I do agree with you. But the women that do it here and there, I think it's less bad than the ones who do it all the time.
Right, then I agree with you.
Okay. Anything else?
Mm, I see some of your videos, and I think you're trying to like, I think you are trying to do something good, but the way you go about it, it's like offensive.
How is it offensive? What am I saying that's offensive?
Because you say it in like a rude tone. It's like you're attacking, not explaining.
I think you would have to give an example of how I'm attacking somebody. Because attacking is like I walk up to a black woman, I'm like, take off your wig, and I try to snatch her wig off her head. That's
I think
attacking.
it's more like your tone. It's like you could say something nice, like, oh, you look really nice today. But the way you say it, it makes it different.
Yeah, I understand that, but my thing is I just really don't care about how people feel about it. The truth doesn't care about how you feel. The truth is the truth, and that's just what it is. If I said, white women they want to, or black women they want to be white, black women would still take offense if I said it that way, or if I said black women want to be white. Either way you say it, they don't like it.
Okay. I don't think I can change your mind, so it's fine.
Got you. That's what you came here to try to do, is change my mind.
No, I came here to debate.
But you don't have any substance, like you don't have anything else to say. So how did you come here to debate?
It's fine, whatever, never mind.
All right. You have a good night. All right. This one right here. All right. What is your standpoint?
Actually, I don't believe that black women should wear wigs, but hey, if a man can transform into a woman, then hey, who am I to judge them? But I mean, I get what you're saying. It
Yeah.
it does look silly, with the long wigs, and they just don't see a reason to wear their natural hair. I mean, beautiful. And I got 3 daughters, and I teach my daughters never to wear wigs, and my daughters have beautiful hair. My daughter's hair is past damn near to their back. Well, shit, yeah, on their back. So, but I teach, but that's because I teach my daughters self-love. Now you find these women that wear these wigs all the time, these quick fix, quick hats. I mean, hey man, they got I think they got self issues.
They do.
Yeah. I think they got self issues, but I don't think it's that important where I will make a whole TikTok page to bust them across the head. I don't think
Right.
I would have time like that. But I get where you're going. I mean, it is ridiculous, but I guess they trying to appeal to not just black men. They trying to appeal to everybody because they pushing this new agenda that everybody needs to love everybody. So you got to look like something that everybody got to love. So I guess that's what it is, man. I mean, let them be makeup monkeys. That's what I call them. Makeup monkeys. Makeup monkeys. They look stupid with that patting on their damn head all the time and got a bad attitude. And it's not all black women, because I don't even date black women like that. I love me a conscious sister that love her shea butter and her afro. That's what I'm saying. But hey man, bust them across the head, man. If it's the truth, it's the truth. The shoe fit, wear it.
I definitely like that you teach your daughters to wear their natural hair.
Oh yeah, my
to put
daughter
on the
can wear it.
wigs, because a lot of black girls don't even have fathers to teach them that or be a leader like that. And without the father there, like the other women were explaining, the mother will just be like, "Oh, I don't feel like doing their hair," throwing a relaxer or putting like straight hair or wigs. So we definitely need more men just like you to teach their daughters on what to do right.
Well, one of my daughters said one while she was kind of lazy. She was like, "But Dad, I got to get up in the morning and I got to do my hair." I say, "Hey, it's all a part of not being lazy." Now,
Right.
you can't jump out the bed with your pajamas and go to work, right? She
Right.
say no. I say, okay, you got to get ready, prepared, and put on your uniform to go to work. So it's the same
Right.
thing with your hair. You need to wake up on time before time to do your hair to go to school, because you're not going to be able to roll out the bed in your pajamas and go to work. So,
Right.
I think it's just, I think they've gotten like complacent and comfortable, and it's just a quick fix and a quick makeup thing. And hey, man, I just wish black women would come back. That's all I want, man. I wish they would come back to their beauty and knowing who they are and leave all this. The internet have destroyed a lot of our women mindset.
Yes.
Especially these whores on the internet. They got
Yeah.
everybody believing that being a rat is the thing to do, and it's not like that, brother. It ain't, man. So like I say, I get what you're doing. Keep pushing it. You're gonna touch the. You're gonna hurt the ones. You're gonna hurt the right ones, and you're gonna touch the right ones.
Facts. I definitely
So,
appreciate that. And your point about convenience, like I think that's the thing that's destroying a lot of black women today.
yeah,
Because when we
Let-
go to convenience, like that means I'm a type of person that will go to McDonald's instead of making a home cooked meal.
a
So
home
then
cooked
these
meal,
things
right?
destroy us, just like you were saying.
Right. So I mean, it's they got to come out of there. I wish they come back, man. It's not a war between black men and black women. It's not it's nothing. Nobody's gonna love a black woman like a black man, and nobody's gonna love a black man a black woman like a black man. But like I say, it's all about convenience, man. People selling their body for convenience. They don't want to go to work, so they rather lay on their back and let anybody lay on top of them just so they can pay their bills.
Like I
So
seen that one
convenience,
girl from the Bernie Mac show doing OnlyFans now. I didn't know
right?
I could say that. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, and she's a beautiful black young woman.
Right.
But the convenience is, why get out of my bed and go to work? Why go to the studio? Why go fight for a contract when they can show their panties and hey, make some money? It's all
Facts.
about it's laziness. Laziness will kill you, man.
Right.
Oh, I mean, excuse me, unalive you. But it'll unalive you. But
It's
you
even crazy.
continue
We
on.
can't even say words now because of these apps and stuff like that.
Right. But hey, man, we got better things to worry about, man. We gotta,
Yeah.
for a lot of fathers, they need to step up. My thing is this: just like you did this page about the wig thing, I need somebody to do one about black inventors.
Mm.
Now you're gonna start a controversy.
Okay. What do you mean by black inventors? Like what would that
Like
concept?
Lewis Latimer. Lewis Latimer was the brother who created the filament inside of the light bulb. He also
Right.
revolutionized the telephone. We got black women that have been great inventors. The LASIK surgery was invented by a black woman. GPS was invented by a black woman. So the home security system was invented by a black woman. I mean, you go on and on. It's just so many hundreds of inventions that how we revolutionized this country and innovated this country and put the world on the map. The world was pretty much living off of our inventions, the things that we invented. And you never
Right.
hear about this in school. So I think we got to start pushing a positive point. And you are doing it with this wig thing.
Right.
You are doing it with the wig thing because it is positive. So they spending $700 and $800 and $900 to get their wigs done, and they don't even have food in the house.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense, man.
You
Make
can.
it make sense. You
But
be good,
dang,
little brother.
I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming up.
All
You
right.
have a great night.
All right.
Dang, it's honestly rare that I have a black man come up here and just spit facts like that. Like, yeah, that was definitely amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was like the second guest that came up tonight. I think I had you on already.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, what were you talking about before?
Yeah, I was talking about using the argument that straight
Oh,
hair.
okay. Are you showed out a little bit though from last time?
I mean, you're the one who insulted me first, but
What
yeah,
did
I
I say
am.
about you?
You were talking about my daddy.
No, man, you were cursing at me before I talked about asked you about your
Yeah,
family.
but I didn't insult you though.
Man, if you're calling me the B word,
No.
that is insulting
I
me.
was like cussing, but I didn't call you the B word until you started to talk about my daddy.
Ma'am, you were calling me little boy. Like you were
That's
calling me.
not an insult. I call everybody little boy.
I'm not a little boy though.
Okay, but I just
So is
say
this how
that's
you
like
treat?
slang. I'm
Okay,
using it as slang. That's just what I do.
okay. Well, your slang doesn't work here. But what is your standpoint? Why'd you come
Okay,
at
well
it?
that's just my accent, so I really don't care.
Little
What's
boy
my
is not
what?
an accent. That's a phrase.
No, I'm saying that's my slang. That's how I talk. That's my dialect. That's yeah. That's my vocabulary. Oh well.
Well, change that. But what did you come
No.
up here to say?
Yeah. What I was saying earlier, like honestly, I agree that there are lots of black girls and black women um who are insecure about their natural hair. I will admit that. I will. And that is true. That is true. And the real reason why lots of black people today don't know how to do their hair is because of past generations and the generation before that and the generation before that.
Okay. So do you think that's an
Also,
oh, you're
it
breaking
is
up.
a thing today. No, let me finish. It is a thing today that you can get discriminated against for your natural hair in certain states.
Okay, ma'am. So you said that the reason why black women don't know how to do their hair today is because of what happened in the past. So the black women today, are you saying they should just keep blaming the past and never move forward?
That didn't come out my mouth. I was giving
But
you an explanation on why
that's what
that
you're
is, on why
indicating
lots
though.
of black girls. I was giving you an explanation on why lots of black girls and black women don't know how to do their hair because their parents are not. You literally agreed to it earlier
But look in the chat
that the
though.
reason why they don't know how to do their natural hair is because their parents didn't teach them. Did you not
But
agree to that earlier?
okay, but Nay in the chat just said Google is free. YouTube is free, isn't it?
Obviously, yes, it is. But they can look at a YouTube video and they can do that with their hair, but it's not working for their hair. People, you
Ma'am.
have to realize that people have different hair textures within their hair. They also have different hair porosity, stuff like that. If a product is going to work on that particular person's on like the internet, it's not going to work for their hair. That doesn't mean it's
Yeah, but
automatically going to work for their hair.
that's what the dude that just came up before, he was talking about laziness. If you can't do some research
It's
about yourself and learn what
but that's what
hair
they're
type and
doing
porosity
though.
that you have,
That's what you cannot you okay. Hold on. You cannot sit around here and speak for every single person. Again, there's lots of black girls, they do look up YouTube videos or they go on TikTok, look up products and stuff. And what works for that person online is not going to work for their hair texture or their hair porosity. They try it and it
so
doesn't
you're
work.
saying okay,
And I'm not
but
saying that there's
this
no
is
product
research.
whatsoever out there to work for the natural hair texture, but I am saying that's what they do. That's what some
But
black
ma'am,
girls do.
that's a part of doing your research. Research is not just okay, let me go one day, look at this YouTube video, try what this girl tried, and then oh, it doesn't work for me. Now I get to put on wigs.
No,
It doesn't
again, you're
work like
just
that.
making up
Yeah,
hypotheticals on like
ma'am,
on one
ma'am.
specific narrative. I'm
But my
talking
point
about
is, hold on. My
they
point
do.
is, it can take a minute. It might take you a couple weeks. It might take you 3, 4
I know that's
months.
what happened to me in my natural. I've been natural for 3 years. And at first it did not work for me, but I did research it. However, I'm saying that's not the case for every single black girl. There's black girls that do their research for a long period of time and they still do not like the way their natural hair texture is because a lot of the time they be trying to like make it look like type 3 hair or something like that.
Okay, so now, but before we were talking about ways to make your hair to make it grow, but now you're saying that they do their
It's
research
not even
and they
just
don't like
about
their
growing your
texture.
hair. It's also about being confident in your natural hair texture, and how you wear it and how you style it too. And I know like wash and goes. That's what like lots of naturals they love to do that.
So
But
why wouldn't a girl like her own texture?
because that's society. That's her insecurity. She insecure. That's why.
So
They
do you
they
think
go on social media, and that's why I tell the black community that us as a community we need to like more solutions or create more spaces where we're embracing our natural hair texture. I definitely agree with you that black women as a whole should be embracing their natural hair texture more. I agree with that. However, it's going to be a process to a lot of Black girls and Black women. Again, their
Yep.
parents did not teach them how to do their natural hair texture. And then when they go online to search for these products, they still don't like the way it looks. They just don't. It's
Okay.
insecurities.
Right. So shouldn't they try to fix that?
Okay, so tell me, how are you going to fix that for them?
So the
How are
only
they going to
way,
fix it for themselves?
okay, let me answer your question. The only way you can fix the insecurity is to get rid of it. The way you get rid of an insecurity, let's say I'm skinny and I don't like how bony I am. I do research, I figure out the foods I need to eat. I start
You
consuming
can't
more.
change your natural hair texture.
Hold on. And then I basically do my research. I started lifting weights and now I gain weight and now I gain some muscle. Now I'm not insecure anymore. A woman
Okay, you
that's
can change
insecure,
your body. You can't change your natural hair
hold
texture
on,
unless you get a perm.
but it's not even the texture that they don't like.
But you're
It's based
comparing apples and oranges. You're talking about
that's
changing your
it's
body when they can't
hold on,
change their natural hair texture.
man, but they can change the length. They're insecure about the
Sure.
length. Hold on.
No,
They're
no, no. It's not
hold
just
on, wait,
about
let
the
me
length.
finish,
It's
ma'am.
also
Let me
about the
finish.
texture.
Ma'am, let me finish. They're insecure about the length of their hair because
It's not just the length.
ma'am, Black women, they put on 4C wigs. They put on like wigs that are longer than their natural hair, right?
But didn't you
So
just agree to a woman
hold on, let me
earlier that
finish.
Black women
Let me
don't do that?
finish.
Okay, I'll stop talking.
Yeah. So they put on wigs that look like their hair but are longer than their natural hair. So that means they're insecure about the length of their hair, not the texture.
Okay, again, it's not just the length, and you cannot speak for every single Black woman. There's some Black women out there that they don't care about the length. They just don't like that natural hair texture, regardless of the length. They just don't like it.
But so why don't they like the texture?
Because I just told you why. It's society normalization. Like I said, what they're seeing in social media and mainstream media as a whole, that's what they're seeing is straight hair or looser hair textures on Black women. And they think that in their minds, oh, well, I have to get looser hair in order to look beautiful. It's an insecurity.
So you're saying it's self-hate, basically.
Yeah, it is self-hate. It is. It's insecurities.
So how do they get rid of the self-hate?
That's what I was asking you. Like I said, it's a process. What I tell Black girls, because I be making lives too about like natural hair and stuff like that. And what I tell Black women is go on Pinterest, go on Google, look up Black woman with like type 4 hair and realize that it does not look bad. It honestly looks very beautiful, especially like in an afro. Look up different hairstyles, see what works for you. I
Yeah,
think
see,
we all should just
but
normalize
the
it.
thing is, the Black women that don't like their own hair texture, they'll look at another Black woman's hair and they have the same texture they do, and they think their hair looks nice because that Black woman actually takes care of her hair and she doesn't take care of her hair. So she really just doesn't like her hair because she doesn't know how to take care of it and how to manage it properly. But if she does her research and figures out, hey, okay, these products make my hair look like this, these products make my hair
Yeah.
shrink up.
Yeah, and there are
If she
some
does
Black
her
girls like
research
that.
and does work and not be lazy, she'll actually start to love herself. But putting on a
Yeah,
wig
there's some
makes
Black
you
girls.
hate yourself.
Yeah, there are some Black girls where they like the natural hair on other women, but they don't like it on themselves. I know that, but there are some Black girls and Black women who just don't like the hair texture whatsoever, no matter who it's on.
Yeah, but
They don't like it.
it's rare, but like why would that be?
That's not really rare to me because I've seen lots of Black girls, and Black women going in comment sections talking about how they wish they had this hair texture or crying in 4C hair, or my 4C hair can never do that, or I wish my 4C hair looked like this, or I wish I had 3C hair. Like I've seen it all the time.
Yeah, but the thing
Or
about
they go
4C
to other
hair,
Black girls. Wait, let me
hold on,
finish. Or they also like see other
go
like
ahead.
Black girls where they have like their natural hair texture out and it doesn't like necessarily look flattering, and they go in their comment section talking about, oh, you need to fix your hair. Oh, girl, that's a mess. Da, 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 da.
But the thing about 4C hair is it can be manipulated pretty much to every anybody else's hair type or texture because
No.
it's highly manipulative. So you can put in different products and make your hair
Well,
look
you
like other
can.
people.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
but still, why do you need to look like somebody else. And this is what you guys need to do. You guys need to stop trying to be like other people and do some, I don't know if you guys need therapy or what it is, but you guys need to figure out how to really love yourself and stop trying to be like white people, stop trying to be like other black women who have a different hair texture. Just be yourself.
Again, I don't think it's really about trying to be somebody else. I really think it's just simply for the fact that how they grew up, what they see on social media, mainstream media, it's looser hair textures on black women.
Yeah, but
And again, like I
it
said
is about
earlier,
being like somebody else.
yeah, that's a part of it, but I wouldn't say that that's all of it, to be honest,
Because look,
or it's most of it.
if you were isolated, right, and you never saw anybody else, and you had a mirror in your room, you only saw yourself your whole life, you would never even want to be like anybody else because you would never see anybody else. Do you get that? So your insecurity is coming from seeing other people and how they look, and you're like, wow, why can't I look like that person?
Okay. Okay, but there's also another thing where you could just get this idea of, oh, what if I can do this with my hair? You also can get curiosity within your mind if you look at yourself and see how you can change yourself.
Yeah,
It's
but
also about style too. I don't think simply for the fact that black women who wear straight hair or looser hair in general, that automatically means they're trying to be like somebody else or trying to be like a white woman. Like that's just a stupid idea to me. I think it's really just about also like changing your style. A lot of the time, it can also be protective hairstyling. Yeah,
what is protective hairstyling?
wigs, wigs,
Wigs don't
wigs.
protect anything.
It does. It can if it's done correctly.
What does a wig protect?
It can protect your hair from breaking. So there are lots of black women where they do have like thinner hair textures, or not, or they have like thin hair strands, and so a lot of the time they put it under braids, cornrows, and then you put a wig on top. That's a protective hairstyle, so it can keep your hair from breaking.
So I explain this all the time. Wigs don't protect anything. The thing that's protective is the cornrows or whatever hairstyle is under the wig. The wig is only there to cover up the cornrows because you guys do not feel comfortable wearing jail braids, as you guys call them, out in society. That's why you
There
put
are
on the
some
wig.
black women that don't feel comfortable with those braids, but then again, like I said, it's still protective hairstyle. There are some black women where they do wear it as a protective hairstyle. It's not just because they don't like the way it looks. There's black women who walk around with cornrows in their head without any type of like wig on top of their head.
Yeah, but we're talking about, you said that wigs were protective. They don't protect
Yeah,
anything.
they can be. Yeah, it is. If you have like cornrows on, or even if you have like a ponytail, if you like use like a scrunchie
Okay.
that's like satin, shouldn't cause any breakage within your hair
But let me
if you're
tell you
taking
something.
care of it properly.
So you're saying wigs are protective. If I put a
They can
wig,
be.
no, you're saying that they are, but they cannot be at all.
No. I know that it can still cause huge damage, obviously,
Yeah,
but I'm
okay.
saying if it's done
So
correctly, then yes.
no, they cannot be, because look,
Yes, it can.
if I put a wig on top of my afro, what is that protecting? If the wig itself is protective, what is that protecting?
That's why I said with cornrows, or like I said, nobody's gonna put, unless you have like a really short afro and that wig is not like, I don't know, unless you have a really short
Do you
afro,
not
really
understand?
short.
It's the cornrows that are protective. The wig is not doing anything, but it's just a style that you want people to see you in. The wig is literally
Yeah,
doing
it's a
nothing.
style too, and it also can be protective too. Like I said,
Man, what is your definition of protective?
stopping breakage. Um, let's see, it's typically braids or twists.
Okay, so do you understand the cornrows cause stop the breakage, not the wig?
You realize that the wig can also stop it too, right?
How?
If it's fully laced and you're putting on top of an afro, like I said, and you put it in like a ponytail, it can be protective,
Yeah,
even
man.
without the
Yeah,
cornrows.
like somebody said in the chat, we are going in circles. I think you're just not understanding how the wig is not protecting anything. Like you're, for some reason, you can't understand that.
Like I said, you still did not disprove my point, to be honest. It can still protect the hair.
How?
Like I said, if you're talking about, because you made the example earlier, especially if it's like fully laced, it should not break off any hair, correct? If it's fully laced.
laced?
Yes, if it's fully laced. Because sometimes wigs they have like sewed in wefts
Okay,
of weaves in the
let me put
back
it
and
like
like the
this.
front
Let me put
is
it like this. The cornrows is already doing all the protecting for your hair. So what is the wig doing if the cornrows are already protecting your hair from breakage?
a wig can add in more protection.
What? That's just
What is
stupid,
happening,
bro.
boy?
Because that's
It's not stupid.
stupid. Yes, it
It's
is.
not.
So why do
It's
you
not.
why are black women the only people on the planet that need double protection?
Because like I said earlier, there are some black women with fine strands.
Y'all need double protection? Is that what you're telling me right now?
It's not about double protection.
That's
Again,
what
the
you're
point
saying.
was is that you can protect your hair with a wig. That was the point.
No, but
Cornrows and then putting on top of the putting cornrows and then putting a wig on top of your hair, that can equal more protection.
but why do you need double protection? Okay, I don't think you're getting it, so
It's
we'll
not
move
about
on.
needing protection. Like I said, like we said earlier, it's also about style too. But it can still also be protective.
It's you still have not given me one reason why it's protective, but we'll move on though.
You still haven't given me a reason on why it's not,
I did though.
but you really didn't. All you were saying it's not protecting anything when it is. I literally just explained to
So
you a fully laced wig.
is a wig cap protective too?
Can you take it off and show the inside?
Is a wig cap protective?
A wig, yes, it can be actually. Yes,
Okay, so now you have triple protection. The wig itself, the cap, and the braids. Oh my lord. What are you guys being protected from? Like
breakage,
spirits or something like that?
breakage, something called breakage. And like I said, a lot of black women they don't really know how to properly take care of their hair, and they're drying the fuck out of their hair. And a lot of them have fine hair strands, and they break the fuck out of their hair very easily. That's why a
You
lot of
know
them don't be
do you
growing
know
their
the
hair.
wig and the wig cap causes breakage?
Yeah, like I said, it can, but if it's fully laced, it shouldn't. Neither
So
should like
how
a
is it
satin.
protective? How is it
Neither.
protect?
Let me finish. Neither a satin wig
hold on.
cap, a
Wait,
satin wig cap.
Wait, ma'am, you're not going to overtalk me. So how is it protective
What was
and
talking?
damaging?
What?
Answer that question. How is it protective and damaging at the same time?
Like I said, it just depends on how you do it. There's something called satin. Okay. Sure. Okay. There's something called silk wig caps. Yes, that can be protective. Like I said, fully laced wigs that can be protective.
What is
I
your
don't know
next
what
point?
you're not understanding.
What's your next point? Because you're not understanding.
You're not understanding. It's like you don't even wear like actual lace wigs, so it's like or
I
any type of
don't.
wig.
Yeah,
I
you're
bet
right.
you have a wig cap under there.
No.
Okay. So it's like you're talking about something that you don't even be using. If you look up like silk wig caps, that's a thing that can be protective and
So
stop your hair from breaking.
but do you wear silk wig caps?
No, I wear my natural hair. I've been natural for 3 years.
So
You want me
okay,
to show
so
you?
just
Stupid bitch.
can you chill a little bit?
Yeah.
But just like I don't wear the wig caps, you don't either. So how can you talk about it?
No, I used to. Like I said, I've been natural for 3 years. I used to, but not anymore.
Okay, let's see your hair. Yeah, we would like to see it.
Okay, hold on. Stupid bitch.
You gotta chill out.
Stupid bitch. Can you make me big screen?
Give me a second. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Let's see.
I show my hair straightened and then I show my hair with a big ass fucking afro.
Just turn your camera on.
No, I got a bonnet on.
So take it off.
No, it's in ponytails.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
That's my hair straightened. And then that's my afro.
That's you?
Yeah.
How come you look lighter skinned in your profile pic?
That's not me. That's Ice Spice, stupid bitch.
You gotta chill out. How am I supposed to know that?
That's Ice Spice.
Okay,
And then
hold on. Show your natural hair again.
And then that's me. That's like with the wash and go that I did.
Where are you from?
I'm from Georgia.
Yeah, I could tell. Did you used to wear bust downs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I did, but not anymore.
So why do you have so much attitude?
Cause I just felt like it. That's why.
Are you trolling a little bit or are you serious?
No, I was trying to be serious. I was also kind of trolling, but I'm serious. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're serious. Cause there's no reason for you to be cursing right now. You're trolling for sure. But
Yeah, but most of the time I wasn't. So
okay, so you was your father actually there though, for real?
yes,
His name was actually Troy.
yes,
So where's he at right now?
he's in his bed.
So your parents are still together?
Yes.
Do you curse in front of your parents?
No, but they be getting mad when I be arguing with bitches online.
Are your parents home right now?
Yeah, they are.
Can I speak to them?
No, you cannot.
Why?
Because no, I don't know you like that.
So I wanna praise your dad on such good work he did with you.
He did an amazing job on me, but you don't
Yeah.
need to meet him, and you don't need to meet my mother either.
I don't want to meet him. I just want to speak to him.
You don't need to though.
Okay, so
Because what you finna do to them? What you finna say? Because I don't be letting them. I don't let my parents touch my phone.
You don't let your parents touch your phone. Are they paying for it?
Yeah, they are. But they haven't touched my phone since high school. Now they don't touch it no more.
Why are you so ghetto?
Why I'm so ghetto?
Yeah.
Because I like to be. It's funny and it's fun. Yeah, and it's entertaining. I love it. I love being ghetto. You should try it sometime.
Nah, I don't want to be like a black. What is
But
your
you
other
are
standpoint?
black.
Not your type.
But you are a fucking black.
No, I'm not.
The fuck?
No. But what are your last words? Because we got people trying to join.
Yeah, I'm Gucci. I'm good.
Dang. I accidentally disconnected you before you got to say your words. I might have did that on purpose. I was trying to be ghetto. Like you were saying it's fun. It was a little bit fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. But let me see. Hold on. I was seeing somebody earlier. What's going on? What's your standpoint?
No, I mean, I just want to see if you will agree to the rules. Like, if I win this argument or conversation, wherever it is, I just want you to stop talking on black women's hair. Full stop.
I'm
do we have agreement? No. Do we have an agreement? You stop talking on black women's hair if I win this argument or conversation.
Sir, say your points.
I want to know if you agree. I will say my points. Don't worry.
Sir, why would I make this deal? I have nothing to lose.
Yes, you do. That's your whole content. You've been on this topic for 2 years now. Haven't you got your answer yet?
What is your standpoint?
My standpoint is, I don't get why you're so focused on black women's hair. They gave you their reasons. It may not sound like what you want to hear, but why can't you just accept that in the end?
So you were going to try to defeat me with that?
No. I'm just starting off.
Okay, so wait, what's your question again? Because that was kind of stupid. But say it one more time.
Why are you so focused on black women's hair? Haven't you got your answer yet? It's been 2 years now, since February 2nd, 2023. You've been on this topic.
You scrolled back, but did you scroll back on my YouTube or TikTok?
Yes, I scroll back on both of them, everywhere. Dang, even your Instagram.
Dang, you subscribe to?
No, I don't subscribe to Black Men Who Talk Down on. No, I don't do that.
So how am I talking down on anybody?
You saying, oh, you're taking white women's hair. First of all, most of the wigs are made from Vietnamese women's hair, Indian women's hair. There's actually a whole festival in India, which is called the Merman Festival, I believe. Maybe I pronounced it wrong, where women they basically remove their hair, they donate it to the gods, but in reality, they're just shaving their hair and just giving it away, which is like a donation, which is for volunteering work, I guess. And they wash the hair in the Ganges River in India, and then they give it away where it's resold, recleaned, and then it's repurposed for the Chinese market, where some black women will find their hair there and will put on their head. But at the end of the day,
That's true.
it's not white women's hair specifically. White women don't. I mean, I guess some do, but most of them don't carve their hair like that, to my knowledge.
Some of it is, a lot of it is. Have you ever heard of a Brazilian bust down?
Yeah. I heard of
That's
Brazilian
white
bust down.
women's hair. White women's
Yeah,
hair.
but a lot of the Brazilian bust downs are not really from Brazil. A lot of them are just made that way to look like women's hair from Brazil. Like they can dye their hair and then they can just do some curls up on it.
Yeah, a lot of them, but I'm saying there's still some that is white women's hair. I understand it's Indian women's hair, there's Chinese, there's white women, Brazilian.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let's
understand
say
that.
okay. You can say it's white women's hair. That's fine, no problem.
Okay.
But you want to go on?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, let's say it's white women's hair, but I just want to know, why are you so focused on black women who have white women's hair? What about not just black women, or what is it? Indian women do it. Some white women get extensions as well. Why is it such a problem for you to focus on black women? I get like black women may be the biggest customer, but like you've been specifically targeting black women for the past 2 years now.
Yes, and I've actually seen progress, a lot of progress. When me and my cameraman we first started doing the videos about wigs and weaves, at first I was just trolling, like genuinely. And I even told another dude about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out and call black women white. But after I started making the videos, I started like, I thought people would just be like, ha ha, it's funny, funny, funny. But people were actually getting upset, and I didn't understand why until they started telling me their stories of, yeah, this is actually an insecurity. Black women are actually insecure about their hair. Um, a lot of them hate their hair. They grow up with people making fun of them, teasing them, and things like that. So this is why I continue to make the videos, because a lot of people actually want me to make videos about the topic because it is a big issue.
It's not that much of an issue though. Like when you saw people getting upset that you were talking on black women's hair specifically, why couldn't you just leave that topic alone? Why is it like the only topic that you focus on your Instagram, on your TikTok, on your YouTube?
Because when somebody gets upset about something, that means there's something underlying there. Just like if somebody came up here and said I was a part of the rainbow community, I'm not going to get upset because I know that's not true.
Oh, for 2 years, bro. Come on, man. 2 years.
What about it?
2 years you've been on this topic. Is this the only thing you can never talk about? You can't find other content?
Sir, so when you do YouTube and things like this, people actually want me to talk about this topic. I'm just like you. Sometimes I want to switch it up, but every time I switch it up, they're like, bro, go back to the other thing. I'm like, dang, y'all want me to make the same content every time? They're like, yeah. This is why if you go on my page right now, every interview that I do be hitting millions because people still want to see the topic. So it's not about me and what I want. It's about you and what you want. People want to see this.
Okay. But still, even if people want to see this, why can't you just switch it? Because it's a very highly controversial topic. You know the damage that comes with it. You know it's making most of us black men look bad when you question, is it really that good? Is it really, are black women's hair really that good? Like, especially when you see another black brother or someone else saying like, oh, black women have the nicest hair. Why can't you just be like, okay, yeah, that's cool, fine with that. But then when it's when they say it's white women who has the best hair, or Indian woman or Asian woman has the best hair, you just don't question it at all.
So that's because I'm trying to make people think. Because like the interview that you're talking about, if you guys haven't seen, I do an interview where I go up to people and I'm like, out of all the races on the earth, which women has the most beautiful hair? And when people say black, I ask them, if black women have the most beautiful hair, why are you guys wearing Indian women's hair, white women's hair, and Asian women's hair? I'm trying to make you think. I never once said, I also believe that black women have the most beautiful hair. I don't say that. I just ask you questions to make other people think about why they do what they do.
No, the thing with the questions is, okay, let's say, okay, how do I put this? Let's say we meet and then I say Asian women's hair. You would probably ask, your questions won't be as invasive as it would be said if I said a black woman's hair. If you go on talking about,
What do you mean? I don't
you
understand.
you wouldn't dig deeper. You wouldn't be like, oh, are you sure is it really black women's hair? Okay, but why do black women do this? Why do black women do that? Like, you're just so invasive with these questions, especially when it's targeted towards black women. So I'm just you're putting me in circle. You're going in circles with it around this topic, especially when it comes to talking about their hair. Like, you're just so focused on it. Like, I get it's your content, but still, like, why can't you talk about other women's hair? Why does it have to always be black women's hair?
And I have talked about other women's hair.
No,
People
you
don't
haven't. You
care.
talk about other women's hair in a positive light, but then you always look down on black women,
Bro,
saying, oh, they're
I,
insecure.
I literally
Not
have
all,
a
not
black. I literally have a video on my YouTube titled "White Women Act Like Black Women." Literally, I've done that video like multiple times as
well,
well.
what many thousands of videos about black women. Come on, man.
I don't have thousands of videos about black women.
I mean,
Honestly.
I know it's like 50, 56, 60 videos, but still one video.
Okay, and what is the issue though? What's the issue with that? If I'm saying, hey, wear your natural hair, stop wearing the wigs and the weaves, what is the issue with that?
How does it affect you in your personal life? Okay, cool. They wear the wigs. Now what?
What do you mean by that?
How does it affect you in your personal life when you see a black woman wear a wig?
It's saddening to see. But when we
Well, it
first
doesn't
start,
affect you. It doesn't affect
yes,
you though.
it does indirectly because look, when I have a daughter, if I could have a daughter and she could be in a society where all the other black women were just wearing their natural hair, it would be easier to raise her because she wouldn't have to go through seeing a black woman with a bust down and saying, "Oh, well, they're doing it. Maybe I want to be like them." Because people are influenced by other people that they see. So if we can make change like that, more black women will start wearing their natural hair.
Do you know why black women wear wigs in the first place though? Let's start there.
I do.
Okay, tell me.
So a lot of black women wear wigs and weaves because of things like um, slavery and not being able to get jobs and things of that sort. That's a part of the reason.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, okay, we both live in majority white countries, and especially black women say black people say in general they're looked in a negative light. Unless a black man has a short buzz cut, that's the only way he's ever gonna, get into I mean, obviously you have dreads, but that are just, starting to make its way in. But like, there's always been the buzz cut for black men. But then what tell me, what has black women always had that could have them accepted in a white space, in a white workplace? Because braids, like, they'll always look down upon. Afros, they'll always look down upon. And right now, or was it wigs? You still having a problem with wigs, even though a lot of black women, they live in white majority areas. So
Sir, that's exactly why I have a problem with it. Because for so long it was
then why?
looked
Wait, okay,
down.
okay.
Hold on. Let me finish though. It was looked down upon for so long. meaning black women, they couldn't be themselves. But now we live in a day where you actually have the choice because of other black leaders that fought for you to wear your natural hair. But now you guys still choose to wear wigs and weaves and fake hair.
Okay, so why don't you just target the institutions that make them feel that way? Why do you have to target black women specifically?
Because it's not even about the institutions anymore. The institutions they were a part of it in the beginning, but today they're still not a part of it. They did what they did, but now black women, they have choice. Black women today, they're not putting on wigs and weaves because I can't get a job. Maybe your grandmas and people like that did that, but black women don't do that today.
No, but still, you could say, oh, it doesn't stop them from getting jobs or whatever. But like in white collar jobs, you have to have a specific look for, especially for black women. Their hair must be straight. The hair must be they have to look a certain way, basically, almost almost unnatural, if that's the best way to put it.
Well,
Like
there's a that does happen. There are instances like that, but it's not the vast majority. It doesn't happen as often as people blow it up. It happens here and there.
What makes you think it's not often though?
Because it's just not often. Because look, if it was that often, where black women, they're like, oh, I have to straighten my hair because of my job, blah 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 blah. When they go to get their hair done, these will be issues that they talk about. But when they go to get their hair done, they say, oh, let me put on this bust down or this straight wig because I want to look nice. I'm going to a party. I'm going out tonight. They're not saying, oh, let me put this on because I can't get a job or I'm being
It still happened in the 60s where they turned down black people who wanted to get hired for certain jobs.
You mean as far as like them wearing a hairstyle?
No, like black people in general, like you think they had your mindset of, oh, they're gonna make me money, so why should I care? It's obviously all about image.
Right. So they were thinking that the image could hurt the company.
No, not black women. Because I'm saying because you mentioned that why would an employer turn down black women because of their hair? And I'm telling you that it still happened even in the 60s where they turned down black people who wanted jobs.
Right, you're right about that.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying, oh, they wouldn't hire someone because of their hair and they just want to make money. Didn't they want to make money back then? Like they still turned down people, money
I'm
or
just
not.
saying today is not happening like that.
Okay, but but this goes back to my first point. Where does it concern you? Why can't you just live with the fact that they want to wear wigs?
Because it's not right.
Okay, even if you think it's not right, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing's gonna happen now. They want to wear wigs, to just let them. Like it's been 2
What do you
years.
mean? What I'm doing this about it?
No, what are you gonna do about it?
I've had people. Hold on, I've had people who have been watching my videos and reach out to me, and they're like, "Hey, I appreciate you for making the videos. Because of you, I went natural." Da 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 da. I've got messages like that. So.
Okay, maybe okay. Yes, there's some people who are insecure, but majority aren't. Majority just want to wear because, yes, it's a protective hairstyle. And before, I know you've been arguing with other girls saying, oh, it's no protective hairstyle. How? But then, yeah, us black men, once we get our cornrows or our dreads or our twists, don't we wear a do-rag after to protect our hair? Exactly. So why can't you just? Why? It's obviously the same for black women. Black women are not going to wear a do-rag because.
No, but sir, the wig is not protective though, because the reason why you put a silk bonnet on or a silk do-rag is so your hair is not in friction with the pillow when you lay down. So that's protecting your hair from when you're laying down and it's physically touching something. But you putting on a wig cap actually, there's friction and it damages your hair. The wig itself damages the hair.
But wouldn't you say the same thing for when black men wear bonnets and do-rags?
No, because it's silk. There's no friction there because it's silk. It's a silk do-rag. It's a
Wait,
silk
hold on. Didn't you
scrunch.
say it was a silk? It was a silk wig as well.
No, I didn't say it was a silk wig.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
but
never, I never heard of a silk wig.
at the end of the day, it just doesn't concern you when a black woman wears a wig. I just want you to just leave them alone, honestly, because it's making us look bad as well. Us black men look bad.
Sir, I'm not making you look bad. The
Yes,
things
you are. You're
things, sir,
representing us. When you
the
have
things,
a platform like yours, you're representing us and you're making us look bad.
I'm not representing black people.
But then how come you're saying, oh, it affects you as a black person when you see black women wearing wigs?
I told you because when I have kids and things like that, I don't want them to be influenced by that. So if I can
Okay,
make
then
a change, then I
okay,
will.
then teach your kids not to wear
Yeah,
wigs.
but sir, but how am I affecting your life?
Because you're making us look bad. I'm a black man, you're a black man. You're making us look bad when you always
Sir,
talk
we
about black
live in
women's
two
hair, talk
totally
down on
different
their hair.
the things you do in your own life make you look bad. Do you smoke and drink?
Bro, I'm saying you're making us look bad in terms of saying, oh, you're talking about black women's hair all the time, on their wigs all the time. Like, just leave them alone, man.
Sir, I'm not making anybody look bad. If I'm making somebody look bad, it's myself. And that's fine. I chose that. If you think I look bad, that's cool. But you can live your life. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Yes,
Just
you live your life and
just
stop focusing on their hair.
and sir, who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me? Nobody.
All right. Someday one person will when you mess with the wrong person. Yeah.
Yeah, and if they do, I got something for that person.
All right then. Have a good day.
You too. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And I think that's why the world is a bad place too, because of dudes just like this guy right here. He, you don't even know the way you think is that of a woman. Women say, let people do what they want. It doesn't concern you, bro. This is how women speak. So by you acting this way, you need to actually be a man. Men have standards. I can tell you have no standards.
So yeah, I was just strolling past and heard you commenting on black women wearing wigs. I'm
Okay.
in the UK first and foremost. So first and foremost, I just need to express that us black women have been on the battlefield, right? First, you've mentioned jobs. Corporations don't class our natural hair as professional. That's first and foremost, yeah? They'd rather us either cut our hair simply off or literally put on a wig or put chemicals in our hair to even straighten it or loosen the curls. That's a battlefield, not just at my generation going through. Bear in mind, I was born in the 1980s. You understand where I'm coming from? I've got my mother and my grandmother who had to go through that battlefield just the other year. A young black boy went to school with dreadlocks and they expelled him out of school talking about his hair is not suitable for going into school. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So this is not like we want to be wearing wigs or anything like that. There is a system that's literally set up in place where we are judged on our hair. And this is just the UK. I don't know about America, but this is just the UK. You understand where I'm coming from? The black men here, they don't defend us about our hair. You understand? They would rather pick up snow bunnies and talk about they don't want to have a black woman as dark as me because they're scared that their children will come out black and ugly with that ugly hair. That is what black men say. You understand where I'm coming from? So when I'm hearing a black man like yourself talking upon black women, it hurts me because it's like, why is this still a big, massive topic? We are still struggling to rise ourselves out of slavery and our hair is still a topic. In
So
the sense,
am I saying the same? Hold on.
sorry,
Am I
wait,
hold on.
no,
Hold
let
on.
me
Hold on.
finish.
No,
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 let
I
me
won't let you
finish.
finish. I won't. This is not your platform. So when I speak about hair, am I saying the same things that those other black men are saying, or am I telling you guys to wear your hair natural?
You're saying to wear your hair natural, and I hear that, but it's like you're even saying like
why you women wearing wigs when you should be understanding why women wearing wigs. I heard you say something about insecure. How much black women are insecure just by even showing their hair because a black man here in the UK, like the other day I stepped out my house with my own afro and a black man stopped me and said, put a wig on. The fuck? And I had to cuss him, run him. You understand? So this is like we've got perfect little slave boys here in the UK doing a slave master's job by trying to keep black women in this insecure state. Do you get me? Before certain black men stand up for us and talk to their own black brothers and cousins or whatever worldwide to leave us alone, you understand? We've got a battle with this as well. It's crazy to me. Bear in mind, there was a 1786 law, a Tegan law, where the government, right, put a law out for black women to cover their heads with wraps. You understand where I'm coming from? Because white women was feeling a bit too jealous because of
I
our
know about
hair.
that.
Yes, our hair is definitely beautiful, but we are being systematically bullied 4 corners of the earth. If it's not a black man commenting on our hair, wigs or whatever, it's a white man. If it's not a white man, it's a black
Okay.
woman. If it's
So I
not
have a
if
question.
it's not a woman, it's the Asian woman. Just leave us alone,
I have a
please.
question. So, would you rather more black men like me, or more black women, more black men like the ones who commented on your hair and told you to put a wig on?
Would I want? Sorry, would I want what?
Would you rather the world to have more black men like me, or more black men that told you to put on a wig like the one who did that to you?
No, I'd rather men like you to speak up. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? But at the same time, I feel like the way you're getting your message across, it's kind of giving microaggression type of thing. I don't know if you got a real major massive issue, but I heard you say earlier you was trolling at first. Now people wanted you to stay on the platform doing all of this extra stuff. Okay, cool. Like even the fact that you're wearing a wig, I have a problem seeing certain man on the social media putting on women's wigs, women's clothes, and stepping out and doing foolishness. That's not how I imagine, my own black brother to be. It's quite embarrassing to see it. So if you're feeling embarrassed of black women wearing wigs and all these different things, then you
You
should be
cut out.
embarrassed. You should be embarrassed of the brothers them that's on social media wearing wigs. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, but I don't see that like that. I don't know what your feed is like, but I don't see a whole bunch of men wearing wigs. I don't see that.
You don't see a bunch of men wearing wigs. We've got men who have transferred from the. I don't even want to kind of bring up that topic because each to their own. But there is active men in another community that wear wigs, brother. Please don't say that you can't see that.
Yeah, I
That's
understand that they do that, but that it's not as big of an issue as you guys wearing wigs.
yeah, but you're still taking it. You still the whole thing is even that community wearing wigs, you still picked up the wigs from us then, if you'd like. Because if we wasn't rocking wigs, you guys wouldn't be picking up wigs to put on your heads. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? It's a simple mathematics, because where would you get the idea from? Would that be from the white woman that you're referring to, that we wear the wigs? Do you get the wear the wigs to favor the white woman? It's more or less the same thing. It's impressing the slave master. This is a deeper thing. This is a
So
spiritual
you're
thing.
you're saying that black men wear wigs because of the white woman?
I'm
Was that
saying they want not say because of the white women, because they want to be women, but they're not. But I don't see them picking up Afro wigs to represent their natural hair. Just like how you don't see black women picking up Afro wigs to represent their natural hair. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? These people
understand?
some these people in the community is going to pick up the same wig that the lovely lady, and they're going to be dyeing up the weaves and all these different stuff. Just like what's his name? Andre Caviar. He's a wig installer. He makes wigs and he makes the wigs fantastic and he wears them himself and he moves that way and confuses people for if he's a man or a woman. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? It's like, come on. Like
Yeah, I
it's the,
understand, ma'am. But I mean, I haven't really done much research on the UK, so I can't speak on that too much.
Right. Okay. So I
Yeah,
would beg, I
yeah.
beg
So
you do, because there's you're
yeah,
gonna have
but hold on,
UK.
hold on, hold on. I'm talking about the women. I'm talking about here where I live. Here, where in America, nobody's putting on a wig because they cannot get a job. Here, we have laws passed to where they cannot be discriminated against for their natural hair. So that this is why it doesn't make sense to me why they still do it here. Now, if you guys are still being discriminated against by employers in the UK, like show me like where can I find that at?
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna have to Google things like the dreadlock boy, UK dreadlock boy that got suspended from school. You would need to Google things like the employer that got discriminated and asked to leave because she was wearing braids. She came in with braids. So basically she worked at this establishment, probably had a wig on, and then the
but
next
do you still
day
see the issue there though?
the
Like
issue the issue
no, but you
the
guys when you
issue.
guys hold on, when you guys name these instances, you're like the boy, the girl. You're not saying the black people, all the black peoples that are
Yeah,
going through this. Like
I'm
hold on,
referring
hold
to the
on,
black
hold
boy.
on,
When I'm saying the
hold
boy, I'm saying
hold
the
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
dreadlocks.
Like so if it was such an issue, it would be something like COVID, like a pandemic. But this is something that's happening here, here, and there. But
Yeah,
you
but it's still
cannot, but hold on, you cannot use these little instances to be like, oh, this is why black women put on wigs. That's not true.
no. You said you wanted some references. I said you just need to Google. It will come up. This is UK.
Okay, so tell me
Like how
about
you
if
said,
it
like how
happens
you.
so much. Tell me about these instances and stories, but that are so significant.
I've just showed you. I'm telling you one of my experiences. I came out my house, walked down the road with my afro, and a man said, "Man must put on a wig."
Yeah, I was talking about the employer.
Isn't my testimony enough? And that's
I
a
w-
black man.
no, I was talking about the employer. I understand that happens to you when you walked out the house. That happens here. Black women get made fun of when they're in middle school and younger
And who
by, but
and
but
who's
it,
defending us? Nobody's not defending us. But you're gonna jump on a
yeah,
platform and
well,
have that
that's
discussion
ma'am. That's
before
because
you come out as a group of men. This is how I see the conclusion should be. As a group of men who have an issue with black women wearing wigs, y'all need to start doing that kind of like, bro, how can we get our sisters to come out of our wigs? Where's this major issue? Are we compliment our sisters' hair enough? When you see a natural sister with her hair out, do you go up to her and say, you know what, lady, I love your afro. It's absolutely beautiful. Do
yeah,
you
but the
encourage it?
okay, yes, ma'am. Personally, I do. Every time I speak
Okay.
to a woman who wears her natural hair, I do compliment her hair. But
So
the women,
so in your
hold on, wait,
circle
wait,
of
let me, hold on,
in your
hold on,
circle
hold
of
on,
friends, do your
ma'am,
friends think the same way as
hold
you?
on, hold on. So, but the women who wear wigs and weaves, how are we ever supposed to compliment their hair if it's always under a wig?
Mm. You know, it's gonna be a long battle, to be honest with you, because let's just say it's finished with. You're not going to get these women out of wigs. You're going to have children. Like you said, you don't want your children growing up thinking that it's a wig thing. You're going to have to train from the beginning, because it's a pandemic, that there's a lot of women out here wearing wigs. Whereas me personally, I would like to see a lot of black women wear their afros. I'm actually one of those women who wear my afro. You can check my profile. I wear my afro out, right? You understand what I'm trying to say to you? It's short. I don't care if you don't like it. It's got grey bits in it. I don't care. It's not my business what you think of my hair. But you see, when you start calling people out, like how I got called out the other day, not saying you, then it becomes an issue. This is where people start to get angry. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? And I'm saying, like, there's brothers like you having this conversation. Can't you draw up the brothers that having insecure issues about black women's hair being outside? Like, even the fact that some man literally just don't want to see natural hair, they just want their woman in wigs. You have men like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, I understand that,
You
but
men need to sit down and have that conversation as a whole,
yeah,
as a
but
whole community of men,
every time
because
I
you need
talk
to
to
hear.
women, so every time I talk to women though, You guys love to blame men. You guys love to blame
Yeah,
black
the
men.
slave
Hold
master.
on.
The slave master
Hold
made
on.
the laws, and then the
Hold
black
on.
men picked up because they wanted to.
So,
They wanted to impress the slave masters.
ma'am,
So
but ma'am,
you continue to keep up with the slave.
hold on. I have to meet you real quick because you just keep going on, like, and on and on and on. But you guys blame black men and men all the time. But do you not understand? It's women. Women shame other women for their hair. It's every time somebody's told me a story, and by the way, my phone about to die. So if the live ends, yeah, oh well. But every time somebody tells me a story about trauma that they went through, it was because another girl made fun of her. The little girls in middle school, the little girls in high school, those girls, they're mean. Black men, even in the school I went to school with Hispanics and black people. The black men didn't walk around talking about girls' hair. They didn't care about that like that. It was the other black women. There's one new girl came to the school, and this girl I was with, she was like, "Oh, I don't like her." I was like, "Why don't you like her?" She was like, "I don't know, I just don't." Women, you guys will literally hate on somebody for no reason at all, or because they look prettier than you. But you guys try to blame black men all the time. Make it make sense. Go ahead and unmute yourself if you know how.
No, I totally get that. Like, it is different, so I have to kind of respect that we're in different places and that we're probably suffering with the same experiences, but it wasn't the little girls in primary school that was picking on the hair. It was the actual system itself that started. Oh, why is your hair like that? You can't have braids. You can't come to school with dreadlocks. It was
Mm,
always focused on our hair. Our parents had to go up to schools and more or less have a fight with the teachers because what does the hair have to do with education? That was one
mm,
of the major arguments till it even went down to parliament, till we had to bring it to the government, till it became a whole fucking case. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? Because the
right.
pressure of some of the black girls going to school with just braids. We weren't even looking at wigs. We weren't even dealing with big me.
Right.
Then there was a whole switch by the time you got to secondary school because they required you to have straight hair. Like by the time you got to secondary school, every girl had straight hair.
They
Every
ha- they
fucking
they forced you to have straight hair in middle
I don't
school.
know even I got forced to have my natural hair straight permed. Do you understand what I'm trying to
So
say to
that
you? I
was
didn't
that was a mandatory thing by the school in the
yes.
UK.
Yes.
Oh, you said, but that was in the 80s. You said you grew up
Like
in
I'm born in the 80s.
okay.
I'm from the 80s, baby. So that's what I'm saying to you. Majority of us had to straighten our hair. Do you get me? We didn't want to straighten our hair. We didn't want to be buying wigs. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? However, this is what's happened. And because it's kind of been drilled from a young age, well, our hair is not professional enough to be in corporations and things like that. Let's just fling on a wig to make a little bit of money so we
Okay,
can
so
eat.
I'm gonna have to look that up because I've personally never heard of schools forcing all the little girls in the school to perm their. But I'm gonna phone is about to die. So what last words do you have to say to the people very quickly?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I would love a lot of the black women to definitely wear their hair out. It's their crown, it's a beauty, it's your strength, it's your antennas. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Don't feel insecure. You're beautiful as you are. And that's basically it. I'm on the same wavelength, like, but at the same time, we're just in different parts of the world. So we still have to
Gotcha.
eat food. We still have to get stuff done. And if a wig is how we're going to eat food, a wig is how we're going to eat food. It is what it is.
All right. You have a great night.
You too.
Yeah, like the other brother that came up earlier, he mentioned laziness. It's laziness. Um, you all have time to do your hair. If you're on this app right now, you have time to do your hair. There's no excuses at all. Wear your hair natural. Stop putting on the wigs and the weaves. That's the point. If you guys didn't get to come up today, go ahead and follow because I'll let you up the next time that I